So in the last class, we started with the concept of physiography of India, and we discussed physiography of India is what? Physiography of India is divided into 6 main part. What are the 6 main part? Yeah. Coastal plain, desert, and island. Okay, so those are the things we have covered. Then we started with concept of what? Concept of northern mountain complexes, and in that we started with the concept of Himalayas. So we discussed what is the extension of Himalayas in last class. We discussed it is extending from where to where? From Nanga Parvat to which okay, Namcha Barwa. We discussed it is extending from where to where? Nanga Parvat to Namcha Barwa. So this is where you are finding Namcha Barwa, and this is where you are finding which one? Nanga Parvat. So from Nanga Parvat to Namcha Barwa, this is the extension of, okay, the Himalayas that you have to keep in mind. Fine. Now we discussed Himalayas are divided into three major aspects: Greater Himalayas, Middle or Lesser Himalayas, and Outer Himalayas. It is divided into three major aspects. Clear? So the first is your Greater Himalayas. Now Greater Himalayas have an average height of around 6,000. They have an average height of around 6,000 meter. Clear? So Greater Himalayas has an average height of around 6,000 meter that you have to keep in mind. And after this Greater Himalayas average height that you are finding with regard to 6,000 meter, the highest peak that you're going to find, is Everest, which is roughly has around 8,848 meter. So highest peak that you are finding is Everest. Everest is having around 8,848. Okay, so that is the highest peak, but you also see average height. Average height means all other peaks, okay, when we are taking up, its height is around 6,000 meter. That is okay there. Clear? Which contain which type of rock? Greater Himalayas contain which type of rock? So we discuss sedimentary rocks of marine origin. Sedimentary rocks of marine origin. So generally you'll find limestone, you'll find shale, you'll find all those particular things, sedimentary rocks of marine origin that you are finding in the case of Greater Himalayas. Clear? So these are the highest mountain ranges in the world. Greater Himalayas is which type of mountain ranges? Highest mountain ranges in the world that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Now what you see is the fold in this Greater Himalayas. The fold that you have in this Greater Himalayas is not a symmetrical fold. It is not a symmetrical fold. Remember, symmetrical fold when equidistant, it is more like a asymmetrical fold, like this. So asymmetrical folding is something that you are finding in the Greater Himalayas. Asymmetrical folding that you are finding in the case of Greater Himalayas. That's why Himalayas are what? Himalayas are steeper. Himalayas are steeper on Indian side. They are steeper on the Indian side, and they are gradual on Tibetan side or China side. They are gradual on Tibetan side or China side. So this part is gradual slope, while this part is which type of slope? Steep slope. So on the Indian side you will find steep slopes, on the Chinese side you will find what? Gradual slopes. So this is okay due to asymmetrical type of folding. Clear? Fine. And as we discussed, from here, this is called as a syntaxial bend. Syntaxial bend. From here, you see sudden turn of Himalayas in which direction? In the north-south direction. Clear? Sudden turn of Himalayas in which direction? North-south direction. So from this syntaxial bend, you see sudden turns of Himalayas in which direction? North-south direction, which is referred as which type of hills? Purvanchal hills. Okay, clear? Clear? Now, what you have to keep in mind is, okay, what you have to keep in mind is that there are a lot of ranges. There are a lot of important ranges that you're going to find in this region. Clear? In the Greater Himalayas, you'll find a lot of important ranges. What are the important ranges? So one important ranges is which Everest? Mount Everest. Okay, so one important is Mount Everest. Another is your Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga. Clear? Another is Mansalu, Annapurna, Dholagiri, Kamet, okay, Gauri Shankar, Badrinath. All these are examples of whom? All these are examples of your Greater Himalayan ranges. All these are Greater Himalayan ranges. Okay, you can see Kedarnath, you can see Trishul, you can see Bandarpunch. All these are which type of ranges? All these are nothing but Greater Himalayan ranges. Okay, so Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, Dholagiri, Kamet, you will find Mansalu, you will find there is also a peak here which is referred as a Gurla Mandata. So there is also a peak which is referred as Gurla Mandata lying in this region. Gurla Mandata lying in this region. Clear? So note down the name of all these. Makalu, Mount Everest, Gauri Shankar, Kanchenjunga, Mansalu, Annapurna, Dholagiri, Badrinath, Kamet, Trishul, Kedarnath, Bandarpunch, Nanda Devi, and Gurla Mandata. All these you write down as a peak of Greater Himalayas. Question might come, that this peak lies in which range? Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, or Outer Himalayas. So remember, Mount Everest, Makalu, Mansalu, Gauri Shankar, Kanchenjunga, Annapurna, Dholagiri, Badrinath, Kamet, Nanda Devi, Trishul, Kedarnath, Bandarpunch. All these are something that are lying in which region? Greater Himalayas region. Clear? So most of the Greater Himalayan ranges, you are seeing where we are seeing in the Nepal region. Clear? So you can see this from Dholagiri, Annapurna, Mansalu, Gauri Shankar, Mount Everest, Makalu. All these lies where? All these lies in the case of Nepal. Clear? Kanchenjunga lies in Sikkim. Kanchenjunga lies in which region? It lies in case of Sikkim region. And you have these Nanda Devi, Trishul, Kedarnath, Bandarpunch, Gurla Mandata. These are the peaks, that you are seeing lying in which region? Uttarakhand region. Okay. Fine. So this is the Greater Himalayas. As we discussed, Greater Himalayas, average height is around how much meters? 6,000 meter. Highest peak is what? Mount Everest. They contain sedimentary of what? Marine origin. You'll find limestone shale. These are more steeper on Indian side, more gradual on which side? Tibetan side. Why? Because of asymmetrical type of folding. And these are the important peaks, that you find with regard to what? With regard to Greater Himalayas. Clear? The second type of things that you are finding is Middle Himalayas. Second type that you are finding is a Middle Himalayas. Also referred as, we discussed, Lesser Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas. Fine. So Middle Himalayas or nothing but Lesser Himalayas. Fine. Now these are lesser in height. That's why they are called as what? They are called as a Lesser Himalayas. These are less in height as compared to what? As compared to Greater Himalayas. That's why they are called as what? They are called as nothing but Lesser Himalayas. Average height is how much? Average height is around 4,000. Average height is around 4,000 meter. So this is okay, average height. Greater Himalayas average height is how much? 6,000. This is okay, average height is nothing but okay, 4,000 meter. That is okay there. Clear? Now, another important thing that you have to keep in mind is, okay, this is also containing sedimentary rocks of which origin? Marine origin. Fine. Clear? Now, it runs parallel to both ranges. That is okay, Greater Himalayas and Outer Himalayas. Runs parallel to both ranges. Runs parallel to both ranges, that is Greater Himalayas and Outer Himalayas. Runs parallel to both ranges, Greater Himalayas as well as Outer Himalayas. Fine. Now these are known, okay, there are different type of nothing but okay, what, there are different type of ranges that you are finding in the Middle Himalayas. What are the ranges of the Middle Himalayas? The first you write down Pir Panjal range. Okay, so one range is which range? Pir Panjal range. The second range is which range? Dhauladhar. Okay, so second range is which range? Dhauladhar. Dhauladhar. So Pir Panjal range followed by which range? Dhauladhar range. Dhauladhar range. Then you have Nag Tibba and Mussoorie range. Nag Tibba and Mussoorie range. You have Nag Tibba and Mussoorie range. Clear? Then you also have in the Nepal, which range is there? Mahabharat range. In Nepal, which range is there? Mahabharat range. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? Another important range that you're going to find is Kumaon range. Kumaon range. You will find in Uttarakhand. Kumaon range. Fine. So these are known by the different name. Middle Himalayas are Pir Panjal range, Dhauladhar range. Then you have what? Nag Tibba, Mussoorie and Kumaon range. Okay, these are found where? Nag Tibba, Mussoorie and Kumaon range on Uttarakhand. And okay, in Nepal, which range you are finding? Mahabharat range. Fine. So these are okay, what? These are important ranges of your Middle Himalayas. Last that you have is okay, Outer Himalayas. Last that you have is a Outer Himalayas, or we call it as a Shivalik. Now Shivalik has an average height of around 900 to 1100 meter. Average height of, okay, so much lesser in height. Okay, they are found, okay, found around 900 to 1100 meter, and they are found at the foothills. They are found at what? They are found at the foothills of Himalayas. Okay, foothills of Himalayas means like this. So you have Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, and then Outer Himalayas. So foothills of nothing but okay, Himalayas. Clear? So average height is around 900, found at the foothills of Himalayas, and parallel to which ranges? Parallel to Greater and Middle Himalayas. Clear? Now Shivalik are more broader on the western side, but becomes narrower on which side? Eastern side. Narrower on which side? Eastern side. So Shivalik are nothing but okay, more broader. Outer Himalayas only. It is a name for Outer Himalayas only. Fine. So these Shivaliks are more broader where? Shivaliks are more broader on the western side. They are okay, less broader on which side? Eastern side. That is okay there. Clear? Now the Shivaliks are running like this. Okay, you can see this Shivalik is running like this. You can see this part, this part, this part. This is how Shivalik ranges, okay, you are finding. This is how you are finding Shivalik ranges. Clear? They are known by different names, okay, in different regions. For example, in here they are referred as a Jammu Hills. They are referred as a Jammu Hills. Clear? So here they are referred as nothing but okay, Jammu Hills. They are referred as Dafla, Abhor, and Mishmi Hills. So in Jammu it is referred as which type of hills? Jammu Hills. They are referred as Dafla, Abor and Mishmi Hills. Okay, in which type of region? Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so here in Arunachal Pradesh you will find Dafla, Abor, Mishmi Hills. Okay, so like this you are going to find hills. They are referred as, okay, Dafla, Abor and Mishmi in which region? In Arunachal Pradesh region. Clear? Clear? In Nepal they are referred as Churia Ghat range. Churia Ghat range. And here in UP they are referred as Dudhwa range. Dudhwa range. So in Nepal they are referred as the Churia Ghat range. In UP they are referred as a Dudhwa range. UP and Uttarakhand they are referred as Dudhwa range. Fine. So these are, okay, what? These are nothing but, okay, important range of whom? Important range of Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas and Outer Himalayas. We discuss another name for Greater Himalayas is what? Himadri. Another name for Middle Himalayas is what? Lesser Himalayas or Himachal. And the third we discuss Outer Himalayas is also referred as Shivalik. Fine. So this is important range that you have to keep in mind. Now you have, okay, what? You have nothing but, okay, when folding happens, you have folding like this. When many folding happens, you have folding like this. We discussed when it is folded upward, it is called as what? Anticline. When it is folded downward, it is called as what? Syncline. So you'll have, okay, anticline and you also have nothing but, okay, syncline, that is okay there. The syncline is referred as which region? They are referred as a valley region. They are referred as which region? They are referred as nothing but, okay, valley region. Clear? So upper part you find anticline, lower part you can find syncline. The syncline is also referred as which type of region? Valley region. That's why you'll find a lot of valleys over here, like Kulu Valley, Kangra Valley, Doon Valley, Jammu Doon, okay, Pathankot Doon. You are finding many type of nothing but, okay, valleys over here. Okay, so what are the important valleys that you are seeing? Even Kashmir Valley, you can also write Kashmir Valley, Kashmir Valley, Kullu Valley, Kangra Valley, Doon Valley, Jammu Doon, Pathankot Doon. These all examples are what? These are all examples of your valleys only. These are examples of your valleys only. Fine. Now, what is basically a Doon Valley? What is basically a Doon Valley? We have written Dehradun. You have heard about the term Dehradun. So Dehradun is what? Which type of valley? Doon Valley. So Doon Valley, Jammu Doon or Pathankot Doon, these are also Doon Valley only, that is okay there. Clear? Let's say this is what? This is nothing but, okay, the Greater Himalayas. This is what? This is your Middle Himalayas and this is, okay, what? Outer Himalayas. Okay, so this part is Outer Himalayas. So Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas as well as nothing but, okay, Outer Himalayas. Fine. Now let's say this is coming out, the rivers are coming out, they are flowing like this, rivers are coming out, that they are flowing like this. Now let's say when Shivalik starts to come up, then what will happen? This river flow is getting blocked by whom? Getting blocked by the mountain, Outer Himalayas. Clear? Earlier rivers were moving over Greater and Middle Himalayas and then they were flowing like this. But now with regard to what? With regard to also Outer Himalayas rising, with this, okay, what will happen? Flow of river will get blocked. Clear? So let's say this is a river flow and this is a blockage they are encountering in the form of mountain. Clear? So when they will encounter a blockage, what will happen? You will see spread of whom? You'll see spread of nothing but, okay, rivers like this. Okay, because water is not able to move because of nothing but, okay, rising mountain, and you will see nothing but, okay, spread of rivers like this. When rivers will spread like this, what they will form? What they will form? They will form a lake. Okay, so when they will spread like this, they will form a lake, that is okay there. Clear? Over a period of time, what will happen? Over a period of time, as the rivers are bringing lot of sediment, these sediments are deposited where? These sediments are deposited in the lakes itself. Okay, so as the rivers is bringing lot of, okay, sediments, these sediments are deposited where? In the lake itself, that is okay there. Clear? Now what is happening because of this region? Because of this spreading, after spreading, the rivers get a path to flow. When the rivers will spread like this, the river will get a part to flow. When river is getting a part to flow, what will happen to this lake? What will happen to lake? It becomes dry. Earlier water was static over here, water was stagnant over here, that's why it was form a lake. Now water is moving like this because river now has got a part to flow. When water is moving like this lake becomes what? This lake becomes a dry lake, and whatever the material that the rivers has deposited will remain over here. These material that rivers has deposited will remain over here, and these forms your which type of valley? These forms your which type of valley? Dune valley. So how dunes are being formed? How dunes are being formed? When a mountain blocks the flow of whom? When mountain blocks the flow of rivers, you'll see rivers will spread, forms a lake, and when this lake will dry up, then it is going to form the type of valley? Dune valley. When this lake will dry up, this will form which type of valley? Dune valley. So what is dune? Dune, like example you can mention Dehradun, example you can mention the Jammu dune, Pathankot dune. All these are examples of which type of valley? Dune valley. Fine. Next, what you are finding is another type of valley, like Kashmir Valley is we referred at as Karewas Valley. Now what is Karewas? Karewas. Clear? Now what will happen is let's say again the Kashmir Valley, this part Kashmir Valley was underwater. This was underwater. Water in which period? Pleistocene period. So we discussed Quaternary period is divided into two parts, Pleistocene and Holocene. That is we have written. So in Pleistocene period, this Kashmir Valley was under the water. When it will be under the water, what will happen? What is going to be formed? Lakes are going to be formed. Lakes are going to be formed. Clear? So this is underwater. Water is what is happening? Lakes are going to be formed. That is there. Clear? Now what had happened is what had happened is as we discussed, when the lakes are going to be formed, you'll see also deposition of material in this particular region. So when the rivers flow is being blocked, rivers are forming what? Rivers are forming nothing but this one. So this Kashmir Valley is under the water, and a lot of deposition of what? Lot of deposition of material has happened. Clear? Now after this late Pleistocene period, a gorge was created. So lake found the part to nothing but part to move. So water started moving up. When water started moving up, what will happen to this water? It will dry up. Now the bottom deposit that has been created is like this. So this bottom deposit that is created is like this. This creates what we call as a flat top. So whatever the deposit that were present under the lake is like this, which create which type of top? A flat top. Clear? This flat top is referred as what? This flat top is referred as a Karewas. This flat top is referred as what? Karewas, or Karewas is also referred as a flat top lacustrine deposit. Lacustrine deposit. Flat top lacustrine deposit. Lacustrine means what? Deposit under the lakes. Those type of deposit are referred as a lacustrine deposit. Flat top lacustrine deposit, that is deposit under the lakes. Clear? Now these deposits are what? These deposits are very rich in fertile sediments. These deposits are very rich in fertile sediments, and this fertile sediments is being used for this type of cultivation. The most important is your saffron cultivation. Walnut, almond, those type of things are something that are being cultivated. Clear? So this Karivas is generally used for what? This flat top region is generally used for what? This flat top region is generally used for the cultivation. And what type of cultivation we are doing? Saffron cultivation. We are doing what? We are doing, okay, the walnut cultivation, almond cultivation. Those things are something that are being done in this region. Fine. So what you have to keep in mind is that this ranges Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, and Lesser Himalayas. Greater Himalayas average height is how much? 6,000. The Middle Himalayas average height is 4,000, and the Outer Himalayas average height is how much? Okay, it is around 900 to 1100. That is okay there. Clear? Now, last class we discussed Himalayas are more broader where? On this side, and they are okay what? Less okay on this particular side, because the western part is now getting detached, and you will find different type of ranges as we discussed. Kamet, Badrinath, okay, Dholagiri, Annapurna, Mansalu, these are all which ranges? These are nothing but okay, Greater Himalayas ranges. While Masuri range, Nag Tibba, Pir Panjal, Dhora Dar, these are which ranges? Middle Himalayas. Outer Himalayas, we discussed, it is known by different names. In Jammu it is known as what? In Jammu it is known as, no, in Arunachal it is known as Dafla, Miri, Abor, and in Jammu it is known as Jammu Hills. It is also known as what? It is also known as, yes, Shivalik. Outer Himalayas, entire chain is referred as a Shivalik. And we discussed they are also referred as a Dudhwa range. Dudhwa range where? In Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, they are referred as a Dudhwa range. Okay, in Himalaya, in Nepal, they are referred as a Churiya Ghat. Okay, in Nepal they are referred as a Churiya Ghat. So those things you have to keep in mind. As we discussed, Himalayas are which type of folding? Symmetrical or asymmetrical? They are asymmetrical folding. That's why they are more steeper where? On the Indian side. They are more gradual on which side? On the Tibetan side. So on this side they are gradual, on this side they are more steeper in nature. They contain lot of valleys because of anticline and syncline. Okay, they contain lot of valleys. These are the valleys. Some valleys are formed due to what? Some valleys are formed due to lake. Some valleys are formed due to lakes, because the river flow is being blocked by the rising mountain, and as a result what will happen? Water is spreading. This water is okay depositing lot of sediments, and when this water find a path to move, what will happen? This deposit is what? This deposit is forming a dry lake. That is okay there, and these dry lakes are referred as what? These dry lakes are referred as a Doon Valley. Example is Dehradun, Jammu Doon, Pathankot Doon. These are example of Doon valleys. And you'll also see formation of nothing but okay, Karivas. So Karivas formation, why it is there? Because Kashmir was under the water. Lot of okay deposition has happened, because of which, like this was okay, how the valley was there? Because of deposition. Because of deposition, what had happened? A flat top has been created, and this flat top is okay called as what? Called as Karivas. Karivas is also referred as which type of deposit? Lacustrine deposit. Why lacustrine deposit? Lake deposit by the lake, and it is famous for which type of cultivation? Saffron cultivation. Fine. So these information you have to keep in mind. Clear? Now another important thing that you have to keep in mind is that this is north-south division of Himalayas. Okay, so Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, and Outer Himalayas are which type of division? South division. We can also divide Himalayas into east-west part. Okay, we can also divide Himalayas into east-west part. So broadly it is divided into two parts. One is called as a Western Himalayas. Western Himalayas. Another is called as a Eastern Himalayas. So one is called as a Western Himalayas and another is called as a Eastern Himalayas. Fine. Fine. So up to this range, up to this. So this is how you are flowing which river? Indus river is flowing. And this is how you will see this river is flowing, Kali river is flowing. So from Indus river to Kali river, it is referred as which type of Himalayas? Western Himalayas. Okay, so from Indus river to Kali river, it is known as a Western Himalayas. And from Kali river to nothing but okay, what? Daihang river, it is known as which type of Himalayas? Eastern Himalayas. Okay, from Kali river to Daihang river, it is known as Eastern Himalayas. Fine. So from Indus to Kali, it is known as which type of Himalayas? Western Himalayas. From Kali to Daihang, it is known as which type of Himalayas? Eastern Himalayas. Fine. Dihang. Daihang. Daihang is okay, the name of Brahmaputra. When Brahmaputra enters into India, it is initially known as what? Initially known as the Daihang. When it enters into Assam, then it is called as a Brahmaputra. Fine. So from Indus till Kali River, you will see which type of Himalayas are there? Western Himalayas. From Kali River to Daihang River, which type of Himalayas are there? Eastern Himalayas. Now, this can be further divided into what? This can be further divided into two parts. Western Himalayas can be further divided into two parts. They are referred as Punjab Himalayas or Kashmir Himalayas. So sometimes they are referred as a Punjab or sometimes referred as a Kashmir Himalayas. And second division is Kumaon Himalayas. So Western Himalayas is further divided into two parts. Punjab Himalayas or Kashmir Himalayas, and second is called as what? Kumaon Himalayas. Fine. So you know that in this region, in Himachal Pradesh region, which rivers enters? Satluj River. Which river enter? Satluj River. So from Indus to Satluj, it is known as which type of Himalayas? From Indus to Satluj River, it is known as which type of Himalayas? Punjab or Kashmir Himalayas. And from Satluj to Kali River, it is known as which type of Himalayas? Kumaon Himalayas. Okay, from Satluj to Kali, it is referred as which type of Himalayas? Kumaon Himalayas. Fine. Fine. So this Satluj River is entering. So from Indus to Satluj, it is known as Punjab or Kashmir Himalayas. And from Satluj to Kali, it is known as which Himalayas? Kumaon Himalayas. Fine. Now Eastern Himalayas is further divided into three types. These are referred as what? These are referred as Nepal Himalayas, Sikkim, and Assam Himalayas. They are referred as the Nepal Himalayas, Sikkim Himalayas, as well as nothing but okay, Assam Himalayas. Fine. Fine. So from where to where is Nepal Himalayas? So from here you'll see okay, river flowing, which is called as a Kosi River. Okay, so from Kali to Kosi, which Himalayas are there? Nepal Himalayas. From Kali River to Kosi River, which type of Himalayas are there? Okay, Nepal Himalayas are something that are there. Clear? Now from here, Sikkim, another is flowing, which is called as a Teesta River. Teesta River. From Kosi to Teesta, you will have which type of Himalayas? Sikkim Himalayas. From Kosi to this Teesta, you generally have which type of Himalayas? Sikkim Himalayas. And from Teesta to Daihang, you have which Himalayas? Assam Himalayas. Fine. Fine. So these are okay. What? These are the major division that you have to keep in mind. Broadly, we classified into two parts. This section is called as the Western Himalayas. This section is called as the Eastern Himalayas. From Indus to Kali, it is Western Himalayas. From Kali to Daihang, it is okay, Eastern Himalayas. But in between Satluj flows, so that's why from this to this we call it as what? Punjab or Kashmir Himalayas. From this to this we call it as a Kumaon Himalayas. From here to here we call it as Nepal. From here to here we call it as a Sikkim. From here to here we call it as a Assam Himalayas. So these are okay, what? These are nothing but okay, different type of okay division that you are finding. Clear? Now what is the difference between Western and Eastern Himalayas? What is the difference that you are finding between Western Himalayas and Eastern Himalayas? So first thing, Western Himalaya, Eastern Himalayas are what? Eastern Himalayas are like this. Okay, we discussed which is passing. Tropic of Cancer is passing. So this is closer to okay. This is lying in lower latitude. This is lying in which type of latitude? Higher latitude. Clear? So Western Himalayas are lying in which latitude? Higher latitude region. Eastern Himalayas is lying in which region? Lower latitude region. Clear? Western Himalayas, higher latitude, Eastern Himalayas, lower latitude. Fine. Clear? Now, Western Himalayas get lesser rainfall. Lesser rainfall. Eastern Himalayas get more rainfall. This region gets more rainfall. Why it get more rainfall? Because as we discussed, monsoonal wind. When monsoonal wind enters like this, what will happen? They are blocked. They are blocked by whom? They are blocked by nothing but these Himalayas. So, and from here, monsoonal wind comes like this. Monsoonal wind comes like this. Okay, so Western Himalayas act parallel to which? Parallel to the monsoonal wind. So no orographic rainfall. You know that for orographic rainfall, what to happen? Wind need to block it. When wind will block the wind, then only wind will rise up and create what? Create rainfall. So Eastern Himalayas are blocking the wind, but Western Himalayas are not blocking the wind, and that's why more rainfall is where? More rainfall in the Eastern Himalayas and less rainfall in where? Western Himalayas. So you can add that more rainfall due to monsoonal wind blocking. Monsoonal wind blocking by these mountains. So more rainfall are there. Why more rainfall is there? Because monsoonal winds are blocked. Yeah, this here is Aravalli Hills. This is where Aravalli Hills are there. Okay, no, this is like this. India is there, no? You know that, okay, wind will move like this. Fine. Here which hills are there? Purvanchal hills are there. Purvanchal hills will deflect the wind where? Towards this side. And here will, okay, so this is Aravalli. Aravalli is acting as this one. And what you see is, okay, here the hills are blocking. Here the hills are blocking. Okay, so more rainfall in this region. Here they are not blocking. So less rainfall in what? This region. So that's what, okay, you are finding with more rainfall in this region and lesser rainfall in this particular region. So that difference you find between Western Himalayas and Eastern Himalayas. Fine. Another, since Eastern Himalayas is closer to whom? Closer to Tropic of Cancer, Eastern Himalayas are going to be more warmer in nature, and Western Himalayas are going to be what? More colder in nature, because it is lying away from nothing but Tropic of Cancer. So less sunlight means what? Colder in nature. Clear? As a result, you will find vegetation up to height of around 2,500 to 3,000 meter in the Western Himalayas, and you can find vegetation up to height of what? Vegetation up to height of 4,000 meters where? In Eastern Himalayas. Okay, vegetations are found at more higher altitude in case of Eastern Himalayas and less in case of nothing but Western Himalayas. Clear? Why more vegetation in the Eastern Himalayas? Because of more rainfall, more sunlight. More vegetation is because of more rainfall and more sunlight. Here what is happening? Colder condition. Remember, equatorial region, we discussed trees grows in what? Trees grows very in height. Remember epiphyte. Epiphyte takes a help of whom? Help of nothing but other trees to go reach height. Okay, that is okay there. So wherever more sunlight are there, trees are going to be what? Taller in nature. More rainfall, taller in nature. So here you see what? Here you see Eastern Himalayas getting what? Getting more rainfall. It is getting more sunlight. It is warmer. It is getting more rainfall. So that's why vegetation can be found at a greater height over here. Eastern Himalayas are getting lesser rainfall, colder, and as a result, vegetations are found at a lower height in case of what? Western Himalayas. Fine. Another difference. What is another difference? We discussed Western Himalayas are comparatively lower peaks. Eastern Himalayas are very higher and steeper in nature. These are very higher and steeper in nature. Higher and steeper in nature. Clear? So where you'll find all the great peaks. Where you're finding all the great peaks. You see Kanchenjunga, third highest peak. Mount Everest, first highest peak. All these are where? In the Eastern Himalayas. So Eastern Himalayas have a higher peaks, and they are much steeper in nature. as compared to Western Himalayas, which are slightly lower, comparatively lower, as compared to what? As compared to the Eastern Himalayas, and they are also what? They are also gradual in nature. Fine. Fine. So this differences you have to keep in mind with regard to what? With regard to Western Himalayas and Eastern Himalayas. Clear? So there was a question that was asked in the case of examination that why Western Himalayas have a lesser vegetation up to 3000 meter and why Eastern Himalayas has a more vegetation. What will be the answer? Rainfall. Yes. Okay. More rainfall in Eastern Himalayas and less in case of nothing but okay Western Himalayas. So that is what okay UPSC has asked questions. Clear? So this is okay important difference you have to keep in mind with regard to Western and Eastern Himalayas. So north-south division of Himalayas are what? North-south division of Himalayas is greater, middle and outer Himalayas. And what is east-west or west-east division? We discuss Eastern Himalayas and Western Himalayas. Eastern Himalayas further divided into Nepal, Sikkim, Assam, and Western Himalayas is further divided into what? Punjab and Kashmir or Kumaon Himalayas. Fine. Fine. So these are important differences you have to keep in mind with regard to East-West and West-East division with regard to Himalayas. Clear? Now, what is the importance of Himalayas? What is the importance of Himalayas? Why this physiography is something that is okay very important. What is importance of Himalayas? The first thing, Himalayas determines your what? Determines your weather conditions. Fine. Himalayas are determining your weather condition. Why? We discussed India most part is lying where? India most part lying in a temperate region. We discussed this is called as what? Up to Tropic of Cancer. Remember torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. 3 zones we have discussed. So you see most of the landmass of India is in which zone? Temperate zone, that is beyond Tropic of Cancer. They are lying in a temperate zone. Yet India is referred as a tropical country. India is not referred as a temperate country. India is referred as a tropical country. Why India is referred as a tropical country? Why India is referred? Because more Indian landmass lies in a temperate zone. But why India is okay referred as a tropical country? Because India experiences, this is okay because of 2 reasons. One is okay the geographical region, another is a cultural region. So because of both these reasons, what you see is India is called as a tropical country. So what is a geographical region? Geographical region is that India experiences monsoon type of climate. Remember tropical monsoon? We discussed India experiences which type of climate? Tropical monsoon climate. That is okay there. And India does not experiences much cold condition as compared to temperate region. Temperate region experiences much colder condition. India does not experiences because Himalayas block the okay which type of wind? The colder winds, Siberian winds. Okay, so Himalayas blocks your what? Himalayas blocks your Siberian winds or colder winds. So Himalayas is blocking the colder wind. Clear? And Himalayas are what? Himalayas are nothing but okay ensuring which type of climate in India? Tropical monsoon type of climate in India. As a result, India is okay what? India is considered as a tropical country. Remember why the monsoon occurs? We discussed one of the factors is what? Remember Tibetan, we discussed Tibetan region need to be heated. When it will be heated, what will happen? Low pressure. Low pressure means wind will move from where to where? High pressure to low pressure region. So unless and until heating of this region happens, you don't see jet stream withdrawal. Remember withdrawal of jet stream. So jet stream will withdraws only when there is a low pressure being created. And okay, what will happen is okay, this low pressure is created because of heating. So Himalayas help in which type of monsoonal climate? Tropical monsoon climate formation. And Himalayas block which type of wind? The Siberian or the colder wind, and as a result it influences the weather condition of India, and that is the reason why India is okay referred as which type of country? India is referred as a tropical country. Second reason, what is a cultural region? All the diseases that you find in case of India are which type of diseases? Tropical diseases. Malaria, viral diseases, other diseases, these are prevalent more in which type of country? Tropical country, because in temperate colder climate are there, so bacteria, viruses are not very active. Clear? For example, when you are taking any food, You are preventing food damage how? By putting it in refrigerator. If you put in refrigerator, what will happen? Okay, lower temperature, lasting food will be stored for a longer period of time. So bacteria and viruses activities are much slower in which one? Colder condition. They are much active in a warmer condition. So India experiences a lot of nothing but okay tropical okay diseases and etc. So that's why India is considered a which type of okay country? Tropical country. Despite more landmass in a temperate region, India is still referred as which type of country? Tropical countries. Clear? Clear? So this is something that you have to keep in mind with regard to Himalayas, the first importance of Himalayas. Second thing, agriculture. Which type of cultivation you are okay doing? Which type of cultivation you are doing in Himalayas? Just now we discussed saffron cultivation, okay, almond, walnut, okay, those type of cultivation. So these are being used. Himalayan deposits are being used for what? Being used for nothing but okay cultivation. That is okay there. And Himalayas are being eroded. Because of erosion of Himalayas, what is being created? Because of erosion of Himalayas, what is being created? We discussed why northern plains is being created. Because rivers are bringing sediments from where? Himalayas, and depositing these sediments where? In the northern planar region. So you know that India's okay what? India's planar region is okay what? Cultivating the most food. Which region? UP, Bihar, Bengal, these regions are known for cultivating more amount of food. Why? Because of fertile sediments that are being brought by the rivers from where? From the Himalayas. Okay. So erosion of Himalayas by rivers create which type of soil? By rivers create fertile soil. So fertile soils are being created which are used for cultivation. Erosion of Himalayas by river create fertile soil, and this fertile soil is being used for what? This fertile soil is being used for cultivation. That is okay what you have to keep in mind. Clear? So agriculture is okay. For agriculture region also, it is something that is okay, very important. Clear? Fine. So in the Himalayas, which type of cultivation are being practiced? Saffron cultivation. And from the Himalayan sediments, okay, what is being created? Northern plains are being created, which are extensively used for what? Cultivations. Fine. The third important reason is the forest wealth. Forest wealth. So Himalayas are known for their forests. We discussed vegetation up to 3000 height in western and up to 4000 in eastern. So you find a lot of nothing but okay what? Forest wealth. And this forest wealth is being used for what? Like timber related activities. You can use it for what? Like okay, sports good industries, paper and pulp industries. So Himalayas okay known for forest wealth. So there you are using nothing but okay this particular forest wealth. What else is the importance of Himalayas? Himalayas are known for what? We discussed rocks of marine origin. So which type of minerals you are going to derive? Limestone, sandstone. You'll see you can derive calcium, you can derive iron, you can also derive okay copper. So those minerals you can also derive from where? Those minerals you can also derive from this region. We discussed they also contain what? Coal. Okay, remember we discussed in the anthracite type of coal in India is found where? In the Jammu and Kashmir region. The best quality of coal is found in Jammu and Kashmir region. So you can also find the coal in this particular region. So they are also important for mineral wealth. Fine. They are also very important for what? Tourism. Tourism. So as we discussed, this Himalaya provides you what? Scenic beauty. So scenic beauty as a result very famous for what? Tourism. See many hill stations are there, like Kullu Manali is a hill station. You see Rohtang Pass, okay, Rohtang is a hill station. Kashmir very okay known for its okay tourism, that is okay there. You'll see Uttarakhand known for its tourism, also not only for scenic beauty, adventure tourism. It is not only known for scenic beauty or adventure tourism. Adventure tourism means you generally go for what? Trekking, river rafting, okay, then you paragliding, all those type of things, okay, and you go for adventure tourism also in this region. You will also go for cultural tourism. Some of the important okay what? Some of the important Hinduism tourism like Kedarnath, Badrinath, Okay, you see Ganga or Gangotri, Yamunotri, you'll see Amarnath caves. Okay, so what you see is, okay, this is also very important for which type of tourism? Cultural tourism, that is okay there. So this is okay, also important for tourism. That's why this is okay, very important. So these are okay, what? And another important role of Himalayas is, okay, defense. So earlier when the technology was not advanced, Himalayas has protected India from any type of which type of invasion from the this particular side. So when technology was not strong, Himalaya has protected India from which type of, okay, attack? Any attack from this side. That's why you see in history you will study all the attack that happened to India is from which side? Is from the western side. Okay, so you'll see all your Hunas, okay, has come, or your Islamic group, okay, Islamic rulers has come. They all has come from this particular side, because what is acting as a barrier? The high mountains are acting as a barrier, not allowing much of attack from nothing but, okay, this particular side. So Himalayas plays a very important role in a defense also. Clear? That is the reason, okay, India did not prepare much for which type of war? 1962 India-China war had happened. Okay, preparation was weak on this front. Why? Because we had this notion that Himalaya is what? Himalaya is a protecting one. Okay, but with advancement in technology, fighter aircraft and other aircraft, now this is, okay, acting as a lesser barrier. But still, okay, Himalayas high height and etc. High height is creating excessive snowfall condition, colder condition. As a result, difficult for, okay, humans to survive. So that's why it is, okay, acting as a defending region also. So important for the defense point of view also. Clear? So these are importance of whom? These are importance of Himalayas that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? So what is a northern mountain complexes? We discussed northern mountain complexes is divided into three types: Trans Himalayas, Himalayas, and Purvanchal Hills. Trans Himalayas, Himalayas, and Purvanchal Hills. Himalayas are further divided into Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, and Outer Himalayas. Fine. So now we are done with the Himalayas. The second we are taking up is the Trans Himalayas. Trans Himalayas. Fine. So we have divided the northern mountain complexes into three parts. That is, okay, Trans Himalayas, Himalayas, and Purvanchal Hills. Himalayas we have classified into Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, and Outer Himalayas. So now we are done with the Himalayas. So we are coming up with which one? Trans Himalayas. Fine. Now what is this Trans Himalayas? Trans Himalayas is lying beyond Himalaya. That's why it is called as what? It is called as a Trans Himalayas. Okay, it is lying beyond Himalayas. Beyond Himalayas, generally in which region? Most of this lies in Tibetan region. Tibetan region or in Ladakh region. Most of this lies in Tibetan region or in Ladakh region. Fine. Clear? So most of, okay, Trans Himalayas lies in which region? They are lying in Tibetan region or they are lying in Ladakh region. Clear? Now that's why these are referred as which type of Himalayas? Tibetan Himalayas. Trans Himalayas is also referred as a Tibetan Himalayas because most of this lies in case of nothing but, okay, Tibet region. So that's why it is referred as Tibetan Himalayas. Fine. The important ranges of, okay, Trans Himalayas are which ranges? The first important range is this range, Karakoram range. The first important range is which range? Karakoram range. The second important range is which range? Ladakh range. The third important is which range? Jaskar range. The fourth important is which range? Kailash range. Clear? So these are, okay, what? These are the important ranges of Trans Himalayas. So Karakoram range, Ladakh range, Jaskar range, and Kailash range. These are important things. Fine. Now, in the Jaskar range, you are finding which one? In the Jaskar range, you are finding this range. That is Nanga Parvat. We discuss Himalayas extension from where to where? Nanga Parvat to Namcha Parvat. This Nanga Parvat lies in Jaskar range. Okay, this Nanga Parvat lies in which range? This Nanga Parvat lies in Jaskar range. Clear? Now we discuss the first highest peak is which one? Everest. The second highest peak is which one? It is called as a K2, Goodwin Austen. This is the second highest peak. Kanchenjunga is the third highest peak in the world. So second highest peak is which one? K2, that is Goodwin Austen. Where does K2 lies? It lies in Karakoram range. Okay, K2 lies in which range? It lies in Karakoram range. Clear? Another important range, okay, this lies is Gasherbrum. You can see this Gasherbrum also lies in which range? It lies in the case of Karakoram range. Okay, so K2 and Gasherbrum, these are the important peaks that you are finding in Karakoram range. Fine. Some of the important glaciers also you will find in this range, Karakoram range. Some of the important glaciers you are also finding this range. One is called as a Baltero Glacier. Another one is called as a Baltero Glacier. Another is called as a Siachen Glacier. All these glaciers lies in what? Lies in Karakoram range. Another is Hisper Glacier. Hisper Glacier. So all these glaciers lies in which range? In the Karakoram range. Clear? Siachen Glacier, the Baltero Glacier, Hisper Glacier, all these glaciers. So it is known, that's why this region is also referred as what? Because of presence of large glacier, this region is also referred as a third pole. This region is referred as a third pole. Due to presence of large number of ice, region is also referred as which type of pole? Third pole. Fine. Clear? So North Pole, South Pole, and this is going to be your third pole. Clear? Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now next is important is your which range? Kailash range. Okay, so Kailash range is range from where which river originate? Indus River. So Indus River originate between nothing but in this range. Indus River originate in Kailash range like this. Okay, so we discuss Indus River originate in which range? It is originating in Kailash range, that is okay there. And Indus River flows between which two ranges? Between Ladakh and Jaskar range. Indus River flows between which two ranges? It flows between nothing but okay Ladakh and Jaskar range. Fine, any doubt? So remember Trans Himalayas, why it is called as a Trans Himalayas? Because it lies beyond Himalayas. What are the important ranges of Trans Himalayas? Karakoram range, Ladakh range, Jaskar range, and Kailash range. Karakoram range, second highest peak, Goodwin Austen. You'll also find Gasherbrum. Clear? Then okay, in case of what? Kailash range, origin of which is there? Origin of which is there? Indus River. And Indus River flows between, question might come, Indus River flows between which two ranges? Okay, so it flows between Jaskar range and Kailash range. Clear? Nanga Parvat lies in which one? Nanga Parvat lies in Jaskar range. Okay, Nanga Parvat lies in which range? Jaskar range. That is okay there. Clear? Now the important peaks of Ladakh range is called as a Mount Rakaposhi. Mount Rakaposhi. This is an important peak of Ladakh range. It is one of the steepest mountain in the world. One of the steepest mountain in the world. Very slopes are very steep. Clear? An important range of Kailash is Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash is an important range, Kailash range. Okay, so Rakaposhi, one of the steepest peak that you are finding, and here you will find Kailash range. Fine. Now this is all about which type of Himalayas? Trans Himalayas. Okay, the third type of complex is which complex? The third type of complex is nothing but your Purvanchal hills. Okay, so third type of complexes are your Purvanchal hills. So we discuss which river is moving, which river is moving like this. We discuss Brahmaputra, also known as Dihang. Okay, so this is referred as a Dihang gorge. This is referred as which type of gorge? Dihang gorge. Okay, so you know that river make a gorge, okay, and move. So this from Dihang gorge, you'll see a southward bend. Okay, from Dihang gorge, you'll see a southward bend. Southward bend. From Dihang gorge, you are seeing which type of bend? Southward bend. And this Himalayas is turning into which type of hills? Purvanchal hills. Clear? So great bend, this is referred as a great bend or syntaxial bend. Okay, so just write down from Dihang gorge, a great bend or syntaxial bend is being observed. A great bend or syntaxial bend is being observed moving from north to south directions. Himalayas are moving from north to south direction from Dihang gorge. Extending till Myanmar. Extending till Myanmar. Clear? So this Purvanchal hills are known by different names. They are referred as Patkai Bum, Naga hills, Manipur hills, and Mizo hills. So this Purvanchal hills is known by the name different thing: Patkai Bum, Naga hills, Manipur hills, and Mizo hills. Okay, so Patkai Bum over here in Arunachal, then Nagaland, then Manipur, and then Mizoram. So this is known as Patkai Bum, Naga hills, Manipur hills, and Mizoram hills. Rather, Patkai Bum and Naga hills act as what? These two hills act as a water divide. Water divide between India and Myanmar. So Patkai Bum and Naga hills are acting as which type of divide? Water divide between India and Myanmar. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? Now, what you have to keep in mind is average elevation. Average elevation is decreasing from where to where? Average elevation is decreasing from where to where? From north to south. Clear? Average elevation of Purvanchal hills is decreasing from north to south. Decreasing from north to south. Fine. So in the case of in the case of the Patkai Bum, you can see Himalayas are somewhere around 3000 meter in height. As they are reaching to Mizo hills, they are decreasing in height around 1500 to 2000 meter. Fine. So average elevation is decreasing from where to where? From north to south. Okay, so northern, Patkai Bum and etc. more, and average elevation decreasing to 1500 to 2000 in case of Mizo hills. Clear? The highest peak of Mizo hills is called as a Blue Mountain. Highest peak of Mizo hills is referred as a Blue Mountain. Mizo hills earlier previously known as Lusai hills also. So in some book you can mention name also as a Lusai hills. Mizo hills is also referred as which type of hills? Lusai hills. Fine. Fine. We have written Patkai Bum and Naga hills act as a water divide between India and Myanmar. What is a water divide? We discussed river will not flow into Myanmar. From India, it will not flow into Myanmar. Here different river, here different river. That is called as a water divide. Okay. So because the Dayang enters like this, and then this Patkai Bum and etc. doesn't allow the IHUM to move this side. Okay, that's why it is moving towards nothing but okay this side. So Patkai Bum and Naga Hills act as a water divide between India and Myanmar. It doesn't allow the rivers to move from India towards Myanmar. Fine. So this is all about what? This is all about your Purvanchal Hills. Clear? So this finishes your which complex? The first physiographic feature, which is Northern Mountain Complex. Okay, this finishes your Northern Mountain Complexes. Clear? Now, the second important that features that you're going to find is what? The second important feature that you're going to find is the Northern Plains. So now we are coming to the second part, which is Northern Plain. If in the last class, if you remember, we discussed Northern Plains are what? Northern Plains can be divided into two parts, that is North-South division and West-East division. Clear? Northern Plains also we have written that it is divided into what? It is divided into two parts, that is North-South division and East-West division. Okay, that we have discussed with regard to Northern Plain. North-South, we discussed it is known as which type of division? Bhabar, Tarai, Bangar and Khadar. Okay, so these are referred as what? These are referred as nothing but okay your north-south division. So let's say when rivers comes and fall like this, river will be containing lot of big boulders. Clear? River will be containing lot of the big boulders. Now its velocity reduces. River velocity reduces when it comes into the planar areas. Clear? So they will deposit this boulder over here, and this boulder region is referred as what? Bhabar. Clear? Now, because the boulders are bigger in nature, what will happen? These boulders are bigger in nature, what will happen? When the rivers fall, rivers will move okay below this nothing but okay what? Below this boulder. That's why we say river disappears in this region. River disappear in this region. Why river disappear in this region? Because it is flowing below the boulders. Clear? So river will deposit the boulder and river will be flowing below the boulders. River will disappear in this region. Fine. Whether you can cultivate this land, cultivation can be done. No, it is poor for cultivation. Why poor for cultivation? Because big boulders are there. Big boulders you can't cultivate. So this is okay what? This is nothing but okay the poor for cultivation, not good for cultivation. Clear? This region has high permeability and porosity. Permeability and porosity. Fine. This region has high permeability and porosity. Permeability and porosity means water is moving down. Clear? So that's why we are saying that river disappears in this region. Clear? Fine. It is also referred as region of alluvial fans. It is also referred as a region of alluvial fans. Fine. So basically what will happen is okay when rivers creates like this type of okay fine. So let's say big boulders are there like this. Because of big boulder, river get diverges into various type. It is called as a alluvial fans. It is referred as a alluvial fans. Fine. Fine. Huh? Let's say rivers is coming like this. Now rivers will deposit the boulders. Clear? River will deposit boulders like this. Now rivers will start taking this particular path, this is creating a alluvial fence. Okay, so whatever space are being created when rivers are flowing through that, this is creating alluvial fence. Fine. So after, so as we discussed, when the, where do we find Bhabar region? Where do we find Bhabar region? At the foothills of Himalayas, where Himalayas is ending. At the foothills of Himalayas, you will find this particular type of what? This particular type of regions. This is dominated by whom? Dominated by big boulders. Known for what? Known for high permeability and porosity. It is poor for whom? Poor for cultivations. This important point you have to keep in mind with regard to Bhabar region. Fine. Now, after this, rivers enters into what? Rivers enters into Tarai region. Fine. So after Bhabar region, river will start moving towards which region? Tarai region. Now, what is this Tarai region? We say river reappears in this region. We say river reappears in this region because here river was flowing below. So we say river is disappearing, river reappearing in this region. Clear? Reappears in this region. And this is a zone of what? This is a zone of bad drainage. This is a zone of what? This is a zone of bad drainage. Fine. Bad drainage. Why it is a zone of bad drainage? Because rivers are not able to nothing but okay what? Flow. Okay. Because of lot of what? Lot of nothing but okay sediments. River is carrying lot of sediments, so river is not able to properly flow in this particular region. So it is a region of nothing but okay bad drainage. Water will stick around. Water will stick around. Clear? So when you know that when there is water and with this water, what is mixing? Sediments are amount of sediments are mixing. So that's why this region is referred as a swampy or marshy region. Swampy and marshy region. You can see a lot of swampy forest in this region. Swampy forest in this region. Swampy and marshy region, and a lot of swampy forest you are going to see in this region. You can see this type of small okay things. Okay, you're gonna see swampy forest. You're gonna see it is referred as a swampy and marshy region. Fine. Small yeah, the small plants that are growing from the water. Okay, that is okay what we call as a swampy. And marshy means a mix of okay what? Land and water. Marshy region is okay mix of land and water. Fine. As we discussed here, what is happening? Here, lot of nothing but okay, water is sticking around, bad drainage is there, but water is not moving. So now this forest, swampy forests are being cleared. Why the swampy forests are being cleared? No, humans are clearing this forest. Why this swampy forest is being cleared? Because of cultivation. So we are now using this for whom? We are now using this region for cultivation. So we are clearing the swampy forest and we are using this for cultivation. Which type of crops we can cultivate? The crops that requires more amount of water, because here water is sticking, bad drainage is there. So what will happen? The crop that requires, crop that tolerate more amount of water will be grown in this region. So that's why this is now being used for which type of cultivation? Paddy cultivation. Yes, okay. You can also use it for sugarcane cultivation. So this area is okay what? This area is having poor drainage, bad drainage, water is sticking. So as a result, crops that can tolerate more waters are grown in this particular region. That's why swampy, much of the swampy forest has now been cleared, and they are being used for what? They are being used for nothing but okay these type of cultivations. Fine. Now this is a river. Whatever the sediments that the river deposit near its bank, these are referred as a newer alluvium. These are referred as which type of alluvium? Newer alluvium, and these are called as a khadar. Whatever the sediments that are deposited away are referred as a older alluvium. And these are referred as a bangar. So bangar is what? Bangar is nothing but okay older alluvium. that river deposit away from its away from its bank. Fine. And khadar is what? Khadar is nothing but newer deposit that river deposit closer to its bank. Alluvium, A-double-L, alluvial soil is there, so alluvium. A-double-L-U-V-I-U-M, alluvium. Fine. So if the river deposits sediments closer to its bank, then it is going to be called as what? Newer alluvium, and it is referred as khadar. And river is depositing away from the bank, then it is going to be called as what? Older alluvium, called as a bangar. Clear? That's why this khadar is also referred as new floodplains. New floodplains. Bangar is referred as what? Old floodplains. Bangar is referred as a old floodplains. Which area is extensively used for cultivation? Now these alluvium are rich in, they are fertile one. So extensively used for cultivation. This alluvium is fertile in nature. That's why extensively used for cultivation. Which area is going to be used much for cultivation, khadar or bangar? It is bangar that is being used much for cultivation. Why? Why? Because khadar is more fertile in nature, because newly deposited sediments are there, more fertile in nature, but it is not much used for cultivation. Why? Because flood is going to what? If flood occurs, if river flood occurs, what will happen? You will see nothing but crops will get damaged. So older alluvium, less fertile as compared to newer alluvium, extensively used for cultivation. Clear? So it is a bangar region that is extensively used for cultivation. Khadar, though fertile, is less used because of what? Because of nothing but flooding of the rivers. Fine. Now there are different names that are also being used. These khol, bheel and tal. Dayas, khol, bheel and tal. Fine. This is for khadar. Different names that are being used for khadar is Dayas, khol, bheel and tal. Dayas is the name that is used in Punjab. Punjab is the name that Bihar, tal. Fine. So this is the different division that you find with regard to northern plains. These are referred as which type of division? North-south division. Fine. So north-south division is what? Bhabar, Tarai, Khadar and Bangar. Bhabar is what? Bhabar is where river is reappearing. River is disappearing, and what happens is lot amount of boulder, high permeability and high porosity. Tarai is which type of region? Where a lot of nothing but bad drainage are there, swampy forest, swampy things for cultivation. Now these forests are being cleared for whom? For nothing but the cultivation of crops, which requires huge amount of water. And you have Khadar and Bangar region. Fine. Now we are coming to the northern plains, east-west division. So if you look at east-west division, they are referred as four types. Okay, this desert region is referred as what? Desert region is referred as a Rajasthan plain. Okay, this desert region is referred as which type of plain? Rajasthan plain. Then you have, okay, what? Then you have this region which is called as a Punjab Haryana plain. Fine. Then this entire region is referred as a Gangetic plain, divided into three parts: upper Gangetic, middle Gangetic, and lower Gangetic. And this part is referred as which type of plain? Brahmaputra. Plains you are finding when you are taking the, okay, so north south division, we discuss how north south division are there. So you'll find Babar, Tarai, and Bangar, okay, those divisions, okay, here. And what you see is here, you'll see what? Here you'll see Rajasthan plain, Punjab plain, Gangetic plain, and plain divided into upper Ganga, middle Ganga, and lower Ganga plains. Plain. Plain is basically a flat land, okay, flat area that's called as a plain. Fine. So the first type of plain that you are seeing is a Rajasthan plain. Okay, so what is a Rajasthan plain? As we discussed, these plains are found the western side of Aravallis. These plains are found on the west of whom? West of Aravalli region. West of Aravalli region. Fine. Another important thing, since Aravallis are not blocking the monsoonal wind, that's why this region do not receive much rainfall. Do not receive rainfall, and that's why which type of plain? Desert plain. Desert plain. So these are found west of Aravallis. Aravallis do not block which type of wind? Monsoonal wind. That's why no rainfall. No rainfall. So which type of plain it is there? Desert plain it is there. Fine. There's a river that is flowing through this particular plain. This is a river that is flowing through this particular plain, which is referred as a Luni river. So Luni river flows through this plain. And this Luni river merged where? In the Gulf, in the run of Kutch. This is merged in run of Kutch region. Clear? This Luni river merged in run of Kutch region. Clear? So Luni river flows and Luni river merge in run of Kutch. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So Luni river flows through this plain, and you'll find Luni river is, okay, what? Luni river is merging into run of Kutch. So normally we discuss rivers are either merging into what? Either merging into Bay of Bengal, or rivers are either merging into Arabian Sea region. Luni river does not merge any sea. This merge into run of Kutch. Where is run of Kutch? This region. Run of Kutch is this region. So Luni river is coming and merging in this particular region, that is run of Kutch region. Clear? Don't confuse it with Gulf of Kutch. Gulf of Kutch is different. So this lower part is called as the Gulf of Kutch. This upper part is called as what? Run of Kutch. So Luni rivers, that's why we say forms an inland drainage. Inland drainage means does not join any sea. It forms an inland drainage. It does not join any sea. It joins the run of Kutch region. Fine. Clear? Will not join any sea. Neither Arabian Sea it is joining nor Bay of Bengal. So it is not joining any sea. It is forming an inland drainage. Fine. Now another important thing that you see is here in this region we discuss evaporation is going to be greater than what? Precipitation. So which type of lakes you are going to see generally? Salt lake. So you are going to see generally which type of lake? Salt lake. And this desert region is rich in which? This desert region is rich in which? Oil and gas reserve. This is very rich in oil and gas reserve. Fine. Why oil and gas reserve? While oil and gas reserve, if you remember last class we discussed the term something called marine transgression. Remember what was marine transgression? What was marine transgression? We discussed marine water entering into what? Land. It is called as a marine transgression. So last class we discussed the term marine transgression. What is marine transgression? Marine water entering into the land. So we discussed where the marine transgression is happening in Gujarat and Rajasthan region. So because of this, the fossils are coming into this region. Marine transgression, fossils are coming in this region. That's why this region is rich in what? Oil and gas reserve. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So what is marine transgression? We discussed when marine water entering onto the land, it is referred as a marine transgression. And because of this, okay, fossils also entering over here. As a result, this region is rich in which type of reserve? Oil and gas reserve. Fine. This contains which type of soil? Sandy soil, which are moisture deficient soil, and as a result not very useful for what? Not very useful for cultivations. Clear? This contains which type of soil? Sandy soil. You know that sandy soils are not moisture deficient. They are okay moisture deficient soil. They do not have moisture retentive power, and as a result not fit for much of cultivations. Fine. So these are important part that you are finding with regard to which type plain? Rajasthan plain. Clear? The second important plain that you are finding is what? Punjab plain. Fine. So Punjab plain, as we discussed here also, what will happen? This plain is being formed due to three major rivers. Sediment deposited by which river? Satluj river, Ravi river and Beas river. So these plains have been formed due to sediment deposited by whom? Sediment deposited by Satluj, Ravi and Beas river. Fine. And these rivers are tributary of which river? These are tributary of Indus river. So they ultimately join Indus river. So these are tributary of which river? Indus river. Clear? So Punjab and Haryana plains, okay, they are formed due to what? They are formed due to sediment deposited by which river? Satluj river, Ravi river and Beas river. That is okay there. Clear? Since river deposit the sediments, these are what? These are highly fertile. These are highly fertile, sediment deposited, so highly fertile, extensively used for cultivation. Extensively used for cultivation. You know that where the Green Revolution was successful? Punjab, Haryana and Western UP. Okay, so this particular region, Punjab, Haryana and Western UP, that you will see, okay, this region is where you see Green Revolution success. So extensively used for cultivation, this particular region. Clear? Though rainfall here is less. Rainfall here is less. It is semi-arid region. So not like deserted region, rainfall is there, but not very high rainfall. It is a semi-arid region. Rainfall here is okay, less. Fine. So as you know that this region, Aravallis are like this. They are okay, not blocking. So this region is deserted region. By the time the wind reaches to this region and Punjab, lot of moisture they lost, okay, in this region. So very less rainfall happens in what? Very less rainfall happens in Punjab and Haryana region. So when rainfall is less, how do cultivation is possible over here? Due to rivers. Okay, yes, we have created a lot of canals. So what you see is okay, canal irrigation or tube well irrigation. These are generally being used. So either we have created canals or we have created tube wells. Okay, so groundwater is being used for cultivation or river water through canals are being used for cultivation. So tube well irrigation or canal irrigations. Fine. But because of this, there is a problem that is happening in case of okay Punjab region. Let's say this is how rivers are flowing. This is how okay your Satluj is flowing. This is how Beas are flowing. Now we are creating a lot of canals. joining these particular rivers. As a result, okay, area here can be nothing but, okay, what here can be provided water, that is okay there, clear. So because of this water flowing in this region, what is happening? You are seeing high evaporation, clear, because arid region are there. Arid region means what? Rainfall less, evaporation will be high. So we are seeing more evaporation, and you know that when evaporation will be higher than the precipitation, what will happen? What will happen? More water will evaporate, more water will be evaporating. So what is going to be left behind? Salt. Okay, so when water evaporate, what is left behind? Salt are making, okay, left behind. So soil are turning saline in nature. Because of excessive canal creation, soils are turning what? Saline in nature, because more evaporation is happening. Because of more evaporation, salt are left behind. Salt are, okay, the soil are turning saline in nature. Clear? This canal is also creating bad drainage. This also creating bad drainage. Fine. So what you have to keep in mind is soil are turning saline in nature. When soil turns saline, what will happen to fertility? It will decrease. Okay, fertility will decrease. So one problem Punjab and Haryana currently is facing is what? Decline in fertility of the soil because of soil turning saline in nature. So fertility of the soil is something that is, okay, decreasing. So how we are, okay, minimizing this okay, what? Salinity? We are adding gypsum. Okay, so just, okay, note it down. Gypsum is being added. Gypsum is being added to minimize the salinity. Gypsum is being added to minimize the salinity of the soil. To minimize the salinity of the soil. No, gypsum is, okay, like we discussed last class, CaSO4, calcium sulfate is called as a gypsum. When you add calcium, what will happen? React with nothing but, okay, what? Salt. Okay, so it will, you know that calcium forms what? Salt. CaCl2, calcium chloride. Clear? Like NaCl, sodium chloride is a salt. Like that, calcium chloride is also a salt. Okay, so when you add calcium, gypsum, so what will happen? Calcium, okay, chloride is going to be formed, salt are going to be formed. So that is okay. The salinity is being removed. Clear? Through gypsum. Fine. It neutralizes salt. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this is all about which type of plain? Punjab plain and Haryana plain. It's now facing problem of what? High saline soil. Fine. Have a break. Then we'll start with, okay, the Ganga plain and Brahmaputra plain. So next we are moving towards the Gangetic plane, and Gangetic plane is divided into three major parts as we discussed: upper Gangetic plane, middle Gangetic plane, and lower Gangetic plane. Clear? So Gangetic plane is one of the most fertile planes. Okay, it is one of the most fertile planes created due to what? Created due to the Ganga and its tributaries. Clear? I'll just remove. So this Gangetic plane, Ganga and its tributary, they are creating this Gangetic plain. So upper Gangetic plain is created mainly due to Yamuna river and Ghagra river. So these rivers are something that are creating what? These rivers that are creating your upper Gangetic plain. Clear? Now this upper Gangetic plain has a more of sandy deposits, and this is also referred as Rohilkhand plain. This is also referred as a Rohilkhand plain. Clear? So created by Yamuna river and Ghagra river, what you find is having more of a sandy deposits, and it is also referred as plain, Rohilkhand plain. Clear? Then second comes your middle Gangetic plain. Clear? Middle Gangetic plain is more created due to Gandak and Kosi river. Gandak and Kosi river sediments are creating your middle Gangetic plain. Gandak and Kosi river are creating your middle Gangetic plain. Clear? It is also referred as what? It is also referred as Magadh plain or Awadh plain. Magadh plain in Bihar. Fine. Awadh plain in UP. So this is also referred as Magadh plain or Awadh plain, middle Gangetic plain. Clear? Now in history you will be studying about something called 16 Mahajanpad. So you'll be studying about 16 Mahajanpad. So the biggest Mahajanpad that was created at that point of time was Magadh. Clear? And there was also a plain called Ang. Ang was a Mahajanpad referred as a Ang plain. You'll find here Magadh plain, Ang plain. Clear? So those plains are something that are being created in the middle Gangetic plain region. Clear? Middle Gangetic plain region. Magadh plain, Awadh plain. Fine. So it is created due to what? It is created due to the Gandak, Kosi river. It is It is Magadh plain or Ang plain or Awadh plain that you are finding. So of course Ganga river is flowing and all these tributaries are merging with whom? The Ghagra, Yamuna. Okay, they are merging with nothing but Ganga. So Ganga and its tributary, they are creating this particular plain. Kosi is known for what? Kosi is known for frequent flooding. That's why it is also referred as Sorrow of Bihar. But it deposit new new sediments. It deposit which kind of sediments? New sediments. Fine. So this plain is which type of plain? Flood prone plain. A lot of flood occurs in this region. It is referred as a flood prone plain. Fine. Lot of flood. So referred as which type of plain? Flood prone plain. Clear? Last you have is a lower Gangetic plain. Clear? Lower Gangetic plain. It is formed due to Ganga and Hooghly river. Ganga and Hooghly, which is a tributary. So they are forming the lower Gangetic plain. Clear? Lower Ganga plain formed due to Ganga and Hooghly river. Fine. And these are These are also one of the fertile plain. They are forming a lot of deltas. Sundarban delta river forming deltas over here because of deposition of sediments. because of deposition of sediments, Sundarban deltas are being formed. Deposition of sediments, Sundarban deltas are being formed. Fine. And the last that you see is, okay, what? The last that you see is a Brahmaputra plain. Last that you see is which plain? Brahmaputra plain. It is formed due to which river? Brahmaputra and its tributaries. Brahmaputra and its tributary. Again, since this northeastern region receives very high amount of rainfall, remember eastern Himalayas, just now we discussed, block the monsoonal wind, so that's why northeastern region receives high rainfall. That's why the Brahmaputra is often flooded in the monsoonal season. You will often see the Brahmaputra river often flooded. So newer sediments are continuously deposited. Newer sediments are continuously deposited. This is often flooded and newer sediments are continuously being deposited in this particular region. So Brahmaputra and its tributary receive very high rainfall, often flooded. Newer sediments are something that are being deposited in this region. Fine. And because of this newer sediments, what is going to be there? What is going to be there? Soils are very fertile, but they are not as extensively used for cultivation. Not as extensively used for cultivation as you find the Gangetic Plain, this region. Why? Because of flooding. Because of the flooding, soils are very fertile but not as extensively cultivated. As you see, nothing but, okay, Gangetic plains are something that are being cultivated. Fine. So this is, okay, important part that you have to keep in mind with regard to the east-west division or west-east division of northern plains. Fine. So you have, okay, two type of plains. One is, okay, what? One is north-south division. Another is nothing but, okay, east-west. Okay. So north-south, Khadar, Bangar, Bhabar and Tarai. And here you see nothing but, okay, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Gangetic Plain and Brahmaputra Plain. Fine. So third physiography that you are finding is with regard to Peninsular Plateau. So this is, okay, what? This is a division of, okay, Peninsular Plateau that you are seeing. Fine. So as we discussed, this particular part is referred as what? You can see the extension of nothing but, okay, plateau is somewhere, okay, up to this particular region. Clear? So we discussed this particular part. This particular part is referred as which type of plateau? Eastern Plateau. This particular part is referred as which type of plateau? Eastern Plateau. This particular part is referred as which type of plateau? Meghalaya Plateau. This is referred as a Meghalaya Plateau. Fine. Now this particular part is referred as what? North Central Highland and South Central Highland. So you have North Central Highland and you have South Central Highland. Upper part is North Central, the lower part is called as a South Central Highland. Clear? North Central, South Central, Eastern Plateau, Meghalaya Plateau. Then we discussed the next part is, okay, referred as what? Next part is referred as your North Deccan. So this part is referred as nothing but, okay, North Deccan, South Deccan. North Deccan, South Deccan. So upper part is North Deccan, lower part is what? South Deccan. And we discussed this ghat is referred as what? Western Ghat. And this ghat is referred as a Eastern Ghat. So these are the 8 main division. These are the 8 main division of whom? 8 main division of your Peninsular Plateau. Clear? Any doubt? So North Central Highland, South Central Highland, You have North Deccan, South Deccan, Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat, Eastern Plateau and Meghalaya Plateau. North Central Highland, South Central Highland, North Deccan, South Deccan, South Deccan, Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat, and Eastern Plateau and Meghalaya Plateau. These are the 8 divisions. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular region? The North Central Highland is made up of Aravallis. So you know that Aravallis is extending like this. Okay. So Aravallis are something that are there. Then you will find what? Then you will find this region, Bundelkhand region. Bundelkhand region. You will find this is Madhya Bharat Pathar. Madhya Bharat Pathar. Fine. So Aravallis, then you have Madhya Bharat Pathar region, Bundelkhand. These are making up what? These are making your North Central Highland. So North Central Highland is divided into 3 parts, 3 major parts. One is Aravallis, the second is what? Madhya Bharat Pathar, and the third is what? Bundelkhand region. Clear? Now Aravallis is extending from where to where? Almost from Palanpur region to Delhi. It is extending from where to where? From Palanpur region to nothing but Delhi region. It is which type of mountain now? Old fold mountain. It is in which form? Old fold mountain. And you know that it contains which type of rocks now? Sedimentary metamorphic rock. Sedimentary metamorphic rocks. So they are going to contain which type of rock? They are going to contain sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Clear? So that's why very rich in what? Which is very rich in the marble. That is limestone is converting into marble, quartzite. So very rich in this one, marble, quartzites and etc. So you are finding what? You are finding this Aravalli being rich in these regions. So from where to where extending? From Palanpur to Delhi. It is containing which type of rocks? Sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rock. Rich in which type of one? Marble, quartzite and etc. That is there. Clear? Fine. It is a source of 2 important rivers. It is a source of 2 important rivers, which is Luni River and Chambal River. Luni River and Banas River, not Chambal. Luni River and Banas River. Clear? So Luni River flows through this side and Banas flows through this side. Clear? Source of 2 important rivers. So just now we discussed Luni goes and merged into which Kutch? Run of Kutch. Okay, so we discussed Luni flows through the deserted area. So Luni River originates from where? Originates from Aravalli range. And another important river is Banas River. Okay, Banas River is also originating from this particular range. Okay, Banas is a tributary of Chambal River. It is a tributary of Chambal and Chambal joins Yamuna. Chambal is a tributary of Yamuna River. So this is how you see Banas merging with Chambal, Chambal merging with which river? Yamuna River. Clear? So Banas River is originating from where? Banas River is originating from Aravalli region. Yeah, Chambal is a tributary of Yamuna. Clear? Another region that you see is a Bundelkhand region. This particular region, Bundelkhand region. This region is having very low agro productivity. Agriculture productivity is very less. Why? Because it is a drought prone region. Drought prone region. So low agriculture productivity. Why low agriculture productivity? Because drought prone region are there, and it consists of granite and genesis. The Bundelkhand is consisting of granite rock and genesis rock. Fine. Fine. So Bundelkhand, why it is known for low agriculture productivity? Because drought prone, very okay, what very nothing but okay, less rainfall is happening in this region. Here the rocks are made up of what? Granite and genesis. You know that granite is which type of rock? It is a hard rock, difficult to erode. So that's why the soils are not very fertile also. Soils are not very fertile in this region. So that's why this region is one of the poorest region of India. Poorest region of India you're going to find in this region, Bundelkhand region. So agriculture is not very dominant. You see hard rock, soils are not very fertile. It is one of the poorest regions of India that you are finding. Clear? Clear? Now, which region is falling under Bundelkhand region? Modern Jhansi. Jhansi is Gwalior region of Madhya Pradesh. Jhansi of UP, Gwalior of Madhya Pradesh, Hamirpur. These regions are something that are falling under Bundelkhand region. Okay, these regions are falling under Bundelkhand region. Currently, one of the poor region of India that you are seeing. Jhansi, Gwalior, Hamirpur, Hamirpur, Hamirpur. Fine. Now next, so this is all about North Central Highlands. So we discussed Madhya Bharat Pathar. This region is okay. What? This region is a Madhya Bharat Pathar between Aravallis and Bundelkhand. What lies the road? Madhya Bharat Pathar. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So it is something that is okay having okay a plateau. Okay, some sort of plateau region, Pathar region. It is there. Plateau region you will find it. Madhya Bharat Pathar. It is referred as a Madhya Bharat Pathar. Fine. So three things okay you are finding. One is what? One is Aravalli, the second is okay what? Bundelkhand, and the third is what? Madhya Bharat Pathar. These are constituting your what? These are constituting your North Central Highland. Clear? The second we discuss is what? South Central Highland. So in South Central Highland, what you are finding is Malwa Plateau. This plateau you are finding Malwa Plateau. So South Central Highland divisions are what? Your Malwa Plateau. The second is your Vindhyan Mountains. Vindhyan Mountains. And the third is Narmada Valley. Narmada Valley. So this is Malwa Plateau. This is okay what? Vindhyan Mountain. Like this it is extending. And this entire region is which region? Narmada Valley region. So this is okay Vindhyan Mountain. So South Central Highland, three important okay sections that you are having: Malwa Plateau, Vindhyan Mountain, as well as which valley? Narmada Valley. Fine. So the Malwa Plateau is between whom to whom? Between Aravallis and Vindhyan. Okay, it is located between which region? Aravalli and Vindhyan. This plateau is called as a Malwa Plateau. Okay. Now, it is okay known for what? This region is earlier used to be called as a Khandesh region. In history, you will find something called Khandesh region. So historically, Malwa Plateau used to be known as which type of region? Khandesh region. Khandesh region. So Aravalli Vindhyan, it is located in between this, and it is okay called as what? It is called as a Khandesh region. Fine. Another important thing you have to keep in mind is this region is known for faulty agro practices. Faulty agro practices. Faulty agro practices means soil erosion is very high in this region. Soil erosion is very high. Faulty agro practices. Agricultural practices are not very good, and that is the reason soil erosions are very high. Clear? Now, because of soil erosion, what is happening? You are seeing bad lands are being created. Bad lands are being created. Let's say this is a soil. This is okay soil Fine. This is a soil. Now, because of the erosion of soil, what will happen? You will see highland region, upland region, highland region, upland region, like this. Here, from here, soil has been what? Soil has been eroded. From here, the soil has been eroded. So as a result, it creates which type of topography? Badland topography. So that is what, okay, you are finding in case of nothing but, okay, Malwa Plateau region. Clear? So historically known as what? Historically known as a Khandesh, located between which two mountains? Aravalli and Vindhyan mountains. Fine. The second important is your Vindhyan. Vindhyan is located from where? Okay, it is extending from where to where? So Vindhyan is extending from Gujarat till Bihar. So Vindhyan is extending from where to where? From Gujarat to Bihar. You'll see extension of Vindhyan mountain. Clear? Clear? Now, how the Vindhyans are being formed? Which type of mountains are Vindhyan mountain? If you remember, we discussed. So this is Vindhyan. This is okay. We discussed this Vindhyan is region is there. This region is okay. Which region? Narmada Valley. So this region is which region? Narmada Valley. Rifted. We discussed Narmada is okay. Being flowing in which valley? Rift Valley. Clear? So highland part is called as a block mountain. Lower part called as what? Rift Valley. So Narmada is flowing in which region? Narmada is flowing in a Rift Valley region. That is okay there. Clear? And this side, okay, which mountain is going to be there? Satpura's mountain. So Vindhyan are which type of mountain? They are block mountain. So block mountain are created due to what? Block mountain are created due to what? Due to faulting. So block mountains are created due to what? Due to faulting. Rift valleys are being created. Rifting is happening. Okay, faulting, rifting is happening, which has led to creation of whom? Which has led to creation of Vindhyan mountain. Clear? That's why Vindhyan is looking like this. Vindhyan is looking like this type of mountain. So southern edge is more steeper, while the northern edge is gradual in nature. Southern edge is what? Southern edge is steeper, while the northern edge is what? Gradual in nature. Clear? So this part is what? This part is steeper in nature, while this part is what? Gradual in nature. Vindhyan has, okay, this type of thing. Clear? So southern edge of, okay, Vindhyan are much steeper than the northern edge. That is okay there. Clear? Now Vindhyan is a source of many rivers. Many rivers are something that are originating from the Vindhyan region. What are the important rivers? Chambal River, Sindh River, Betwa River, Ken River. All these rivers are originating. Chambal, Sindh River, Betwa River, Ken River. All these rivers are originating from where? Okay, they are originating from Vindhyan region. They are originating from Vindhyan region. So some Chambal River, it is a source of many rivers. Chambal River, Sindh River, Betwa River, Ken River, all these rivers are originating from which region? They are originating from nothing but, okay, Vindhyan region. Fine. Now, Sindhu, that is Indus River. Indus River is called as a Sindhu River. Okay, this is Sindh River is a tributary. And this Sindh River is a tributary of nothing but, okay, what? Tributary of Chambal. It merges with the Chambal. So Chambal, Sindh, Betwa and Ken. Clear? So these are the, okay, rivers originating. Clear? That's why we say Vindhyan is acting as what? Vindhyan is acting as a water divide. Water divide between Northern River and Peninsular River. Northern River and Peninsular River. It is acting as which type of divide? Water divide between Northern River and Peninsular River. Fine. So you have to keep in mind, like Ganga is moving, like how Ganga is moving like this. Okay, you'll see. We discussed just now, Chambal River move like this, Sindh River move like this, Ken River move like this. So you see, rivers are either moving in the northern direction. Godavari River move like this, Krishna River move like this. Why there is no mixing? Why there is no mixing between Northern River and Peninsular River? Because what is acting as a water divide? Vindhyans are acting as a water divide. Okay, Vindhyans are acting as a water divide between Northern River and Peninsular River. Fine. Next, the third, okay, that you have is, okay, what? The third that you have is a Narmada Valley. Clear? The third that you have is a Narmada Valley. You know that Narmada Valley flows where? It flows in a rifted region. Okay, so this Narmada flows in Rift Valley region. Okay, flows in a Rift Valley region. Fine. And when Narmada will, okay, what? When Narmada is flowing, it is carrying a bit of sediments. It is carrying a bit of sediments, and these sediments are, okay, creating which type of soil? Fertile soil. Clear? So that's why this valley region is cultivated one. This valley region we cultivate because Narmada carries a bit of sediments which is deposited, which are being used for cultivation in this particular region. Clear? So this is all about your North Central Highland and South Central Highland. Clear? So North Central Highland, what you are finding? You are finding Bundelkhand, you are finding Madhya Bharat Pathar, and you are finding Aravallis. In the South Central Highland, what you are finding? Malwa Plateau, Vindhyan and Narmada valleys. Next, okay, plateau that you have, next region that you have is the Eastern Plateau. Next region that you have is the Eastern Plateau. So what is Eastern Plateau? This entire region is referred as a Eastern Plateau. Clear? So Eastern Plateau is consisting of 6 major parts. One is called as a Bundelkhand. Bundelkhand. The second is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau. The third is Garjat Hills. Rajmahal Hills. Dandkarnya. And the last that you have is the Mahanadi Basin. These 6 are consisting your what? These 6 are consisting your Eastern Plateau. Fine. Bundelkhand, Garjat Hills, Rajmahal Hills, Mahanadi Basin, Dandkarnya and Chota Nagpur Plateau. Fine. So this edge that you find, this edge here, you will find a hills which is called as a Rajmahal Hills. This edge you're going to find hills which is called as a Rajmahal Hills, and this edge, okay, you're going to find a hills, southern edge that you're going to find a hills which is referred as what? Which is referred as a Garjat Hills. Fine. So this edge is Rajmahal Hills. Rajmahal Hills is northeast of Chota Nagpur Plateau. Lying in which type of Chota Nagpur Plateau? Northeast of Chota Nagpur Plateau. Garjat Hills is where? Southern edge of Chota Nagpur Plateau. Southern edge of Chota Nagpur Plateau. Fine. So northeast edge, okay, you'll find Rajmahal Hills. The southern edge, okay, you're going to find which? Okay, Garjat Hills. Fine. So these 2 hills, okay, that you are finding, northeast and Garjat Hills. Then you'll find this region as which region? Bundelkhand. This region is which region? Bundelkhand. And this region is which region? Chota Nagpur Plateau region. Fine. This is Bundelkhand. This region is which region? Chota Nagpur Plateau region. Fine. This entire region is referred as which region? Dandkarnya. This entire region is referred as the Dandkarnya Plateau. Fine. This entire region is referred as a Dandkarnya Plateau, and this region is referred as which basin? Mahanadi Basin. So this region is referred as which basin? Mahanadi Basin. Fine. So this is what, okay, you are finding the 6 major division. Okay, so you are finding which hills? Rajmahal Hills. You are finding which hills? Garjat Hills, Bundelkhand, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Dandkarnya Plateau, as well as Mahanadi Basin. Fine. So if you see the different, so you can, this hills is referred as which hills? Here we are seeing northeast side, which hills? Okay, you're finding Rajmahal hills. This southern edge we are finding which hills? Garjat hills. Okay, so this is okay. Southern edge is where you'll see Garjat hills. This is okay. We discuss entire range is which range? Vindhyan range. That is okay there. Clear? This entire range is which range? Satpura range. And between this, which river is flowing? Narmada river is something that is okay flowing. Clear? So this is okay. Important thing that you have to keep in mind, that northeast edge of Chota Nagpur plateau, you'll find which hills? Rajmahal hills. And the southern edge of Chota Nagpur plateau, you're going to find which hills? Garjat hills. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? Now you can see between these two, that is Eastern Plateau. This region we discuss is which plateau? This region is Eastern Plateau region. And this plateau is which plateau? Meghalaya Plateau. This plateau is which plateau? Meghalaya Plateau. One of the division we have written also is a Meghalaya Plateau. Now between these two plateaux there is a gap. This gap is through where you see Ganga, Brahmaputra are flowing. This is a okay gap through which plateau means what? Tabletop land. Okay, so we discuss plateau is a tabletop land. This is your Eastern Plateau. This is okay which type of plateau? Meghalaya Plateau. This lower region is where you see all your rivers are something that are entering. Clear? This gap is referred as a Malda gap. This gap is referred as which gap? Malda gap. So Malda gap separates which two region? It separates nothing but okay Eastern Plateau with Meghalaya Plateau. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So what you have to, Eastern Plateau, yes, they are separated by a gap which is referred as a Malda gap. Or you can also write Chota Nagpur Plateau, because at this edge you are finding Chota Nagpur Plateau. Fine. So they are okay called as a Malda gaps. Clear? Now you know that this Mahanadi basin, how this basin has been formed? Mahanadi basin, if you remember, okay, last class we discussed how this Mahanadi basin was formed. Remember we discussed, okay, there were three regions: Aravali, proto-continent. One was Aravali, another was what? Dharwar region, another was which region? Singhbhum region. Then Singhbhum region underwent rifting and you saw creation of Mahanadi basin and Damodar basin. And this region leads to what? This region leads to submergence of whom? All vegetation. When submergence of all vegetation happens, it is rich in which type of deposit? Coal deposit. Okay, so Mahanadi basin is very rich in which type of deposit? Coal deposit, because it is formed due to what? It is formed due to rifting. Coal deposit led to it is formed due to rifting. Rifting led to submergence of plants and animals. That's why this Chota Nagpur Plateau region in this region has a unique combination. This is having unique combination of minerals and fossils. Yeah, this plateau has a unique combination of what? Combination of minerals plus fossils. You can find minerals like iron and etc. And you'll also find fossils like coal over here. Most of India's which type of deposit? Remember, 98% of India's coals are which type of coal? Gondwana coal. So most of India's Gondwana coal lies in this region. Mahanadi basin, Damodar basin. Okay, these are okay where India's 98% of coal reserves are there. Fine. Clear? Now this Chota Nagpur plateau is further divided into two parts. It is divided into two parts. The upper part is referred as Hazaribagh Plateau. Northern part is referred as Hazaribagh Plateau. And southern part is referred as a Ranchi Plateau. So northern part is referred as which type of plateau? Hazaribagh Plateau. Southern plateau is referred as which type of plateau? Ranchi Plateau. Ranchi Plateau. Now this region is a source of what? This region is a source of many rivers. From Bagelkhand you will see origin and flowing of North Koil and South Koil river. So these are originating from Chota Nagpur and flowing through Bagelkhand, North Koil and South Koil. You will also see Damodar river originating, Subarnekha river originating. All these rivers are originating from Eastern Plateau. Subarnekha river, Damodar, North Koil, South Koil, all these rivers are originating from this region. Clear? Next, we are coming to, and lastly, at the southern edge, you will find which type of plateau? Dandkarnya Plateau. At the southern edge, you are finding which type of plateau? Dandkarnya Plateau. Now, this plateau region is rich in what? Rich in aluminium. This rich in aluminium. Clear? Plateau region is rich in aluminium. Clear? Now, as we discussed, this Meghalaya region is what? Meghalaya region is a extension of which one? Extension of Plateau region. Is a part of which one? Plateau region. So the hills of Meghalaya is of which type of, what? The hills of Meghalaya is a part of Plateau. It is not part of Himalayas. Remember. So when we talked about Dafla, Miri, Abor and Mishmi, these are part of what? Himalayas. So the hills that are found in Patkai Bam and other, Bam, Patkai Bam, Naga Hills, Manipur, Mizo Hills. These are part of whom? These are part of nothing but the Purvanchal Hills. That is there. So they are part of northern mountain complexes, but hills that you are finding in Meghalaya are not part of what? Are not part of northern mountain complexes. They are part of which one? They are part of Peninsular Plateau region. Fine. So three important hills you are finding in the Meghalaya region. Meghalaya Plateau consisting of three important hills. Yeah, rich in aluminium. Yeah, that you can write. And other thing, is it is a plateau region, rich in minerals and etc. There you have to keep in mind. Clear? Meghalaya Plateau, what you have to keep in mind is these consisting of three important hills: Garo Hills, Khasi Hills, and Jaintia Hills. Garo Hills, Khasi Hills, and Jaintia Hills. Remember, these are not part of what? Not part of northern mountain complexes. They are part of Peninsular Plateau. They are part of Peninsular Plateau. They are not part of northern mountain complexes. They are part of which plateau? Peninsular Plateau. Fine. Now these hills are what? These hills are not very high. Hills are not very high, and they are also not continuous. Not continuous. So the hills are not very high and they are also not very continuous. Clear? So like this you are finding these. Clear? The Garo Hills, Khasi Hills and Jaintia Hills. Now when monsoonal wind goes, because of this gap, they can reach to where? They can reach to Assam also, they can reach to Arunachal also. Clear? That is there. And some of winds are going to be blocked by whom? Blocked by these hills. So this is not continuous, so it allows some of the winds to go towards Assam and create rainfall in Assam and Arunachal, and some of the hills are going to be blocked by this particular thing. Clear? As a result, this region is one of the wettest region of the world. Like Chera Punji, you know that Mansuram, those are one of the wettest region of the world. A lot of rainfall happens. Which type of rainfall? Orographic rainfall, because winds are being blocked by these hills. Clear? But these hills are not blocking all the winds, rather allowing the wind to pass through it, that create rainfall in Assam also and Arunachal Pradesh also. So it allows the wind to pass through, which create rainfall in Assam and Arunachal, and some of the monsoonal winds are blocked which create which type of rainfall? Orographic rainfall, leading to one of the wettest region. Wettest region. But you know that plateau region is what? Yeah, plateau region is a harder region. Harder rocks are something that are there. Clear? So as a result, when rainfall happens, what will happen? Yeah, this will not percolate groundwater, it will not go underground. Clear? So water will not move much underground. Why? Because okay, rocks are harder in nature, non-porous in nature, they will move on to the surface. That's why create what? Flooding. Okay, doesn't get absorbed much, that's why create what? Flooding. Clear? So this is what you are finding with regard to which plateau? Meghalaya plateau. Fine. So now we are done with North Central Highland, South Central Highland, Eastern Plateau and Meghalaya Plateau. Next we are coming to which one? North Deccan. Okay. So next we are coming to which region? North Deccan region. North Deccan region. Now North Deccan region is consisting of what? North Deccan region is consisting of your Satpura range. It is consisting of nothing but okay, your Satpura range and Maharashtra Plateau. Satpura range and Maharashtra Plateau. So North Deccan region is consisting of what? It is consisting of Satpura range and it is consisting of nothing but okay, the Maharashtra Plateau. Okay. Now Satpura range contains many mountain. They contain many mountain and peaks. These are referred as a Rajpura, Makal, Amarkantak Plateau, So these are containing what? These are containing Rajpipla hills. These are containing Makal. These are referred as a Amarkantak. There is also Gwaligar. These are what? These are range. These are important peaks found in which range? Satpura range. Okay, these are found in Satpura range. Clear? Now Narmada river originates from where? Narmada river originates from this region. Amarkantak is a source of two important rivers. One is Narmada river, another is Son river. Son is a tributary of Ganga. So Son is a tributary of Ganga. From here, okay, the Son moves like this, Ganga river, and like moving over to Bagelkhand like this. So Son is moving like this and Narmada is moving like this. Okay, so it is a source of nothing but okay, two major rivers, which is Narmada river and Son. Son is a tributary of Ganga, while Narmada moving towards nothing but okay, eastern side. So both sources what? Both sources your Amarkantak Plateau. Clear? Now another hills okay that you're gonna find is another hills okay that you're gonna find over here is Mahadev Hills. Mahadev Hills, below which you'll find a plateau called as a Betul Plateau. Betul Plateau. So another hills okay that you're gonna find is Mahadev Hills. Below Mahadev Hills, which plateau you're going to find? Betul Plateau. This Betul Plateau is a source of Tapi River. This is a source of which river? This is a source of Tapi River. Clear? Betul Plateau. Betul Plateau is a source of which river? Tapi River. Clear? So these are the important things that you have to keep in mind with regard to Satpura range. Okay, Satpura range, as we discussed, you have Vindhyan, you have Narmada, and you have Satpuras. From Amarkantak Plateau, you see nothing but okay, what is originating? Narmada is originating, and Narmada is moving in okay, which direction? It is moving in nothing but okay, Rift Valley region, that is okay there. You will see Narmada and Son both are something that are originating in this particular region. Fine, any doubt regarding this particular part? And you will also find what? Rajpipla, Makal, Amarkantak, Gwaligar, these are the peaks okay that you are also finding which range? Satpura range. Clear? UPSC has asked this question, from where the Narmada and Son originate. Okay, so they originate from which region? Amarkantak Plateau region. Clear? So if you see this, So you can see this is consisting of what? You can see this, which peak? Gwaligar. You can see Mahadev. You can see which range? Makal range. All those particular range, okay, that you are finding here. From here only you see which is, okay, originating. This plateau is what? This region is, okay, containing a Betul plateau. From Betul plateau, which rivers is flowing? Tapi river. Okay, so this is Tapi river. This is which river? Narmada river. Narmada river is, okay, originating from where? You can see this is a flow of what? This is a flow of Narmada. So Narmada is originating from which region? Amarkantak region. Clear? So this is Amarkantak. This is nothing but, okay, Tapi river. Fine. Fine. So in UPSC, they may give you a question like this, okay, that arrange the hill from east to west, arrange the hill from nothing but, okay, west to east, like that. So remember, Garjet can be given, Ramgarh can be given, Makal can be given, Gwaligar can be given. So you have to arrange that, okay, how it is, okay, being there. Fine. So next, what you are finding is, so the after Satpura range, what you are finding? Maharashtra plateau. Maharashtra plateau is rich in what? Rich in basaltic lava. So Deccan plateau, you know that Deccan plateau is formed due to what? Volcanic eruption. So it contains which type of, okay, lava? Basaltic lava. It contains which type of rock? Crystalline rocks, because you know that igneous rocks is which type of rock? Crystalline rocks in nature. Clear? This Maharashtra plateau merges in the south with which plateau? Karnataka plateau. On the eastern side, it merges with which plateau? Telangana plateau. So it merges with, in the south, it merges with Karnataka plateau. In the east, it merges with Telangana plateau. Telangana plateau. Clear? Now, on erosion, this plateau is going to give which type of soil? Black soil, basaltic soil. On, okay, basaltic rocks on erosion will give which type of soil? Black soil. Fine. Black soil is rich in what? Cotton cultivation, other cultivation. So you know that it is rich in those things. So this is, okay, your North Deccan part. Clear? Next comes your South Deccan. South Deccan is, okay, divided into what? South Deccan is divided into two plateaux, Karnataka plateau and Telangana plateau. Karnataka plateau and Telangana plateau. Fine. So South Deccan is divided into two plateaux, Karnataka plateau as well as Telangana plateau. Clear? Now Karnataka plateau is what? It is one of the oldest region. Dharwad region, you know that Karnataka Dharwad plateau is one of the oldest physiographic region. Initially we discussed Dharwad, Singhbhum and this region. So this is Karnataka plateau is one of the oldest physiographic region. It is one of the oldest physiographic region of India and most stable region. Okay, most stable means not much of tectonic activity is taking place. So most okay, what? Most stable region that is, okay, there. Clear? Which type of rocks are going to be found? We discussed sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Okay, currently which type of Dharwad region, which type of, remember Dharwad rock? They were the first sedimentary rock, and currently we discussed they are found in what? Metamorphic form. So which type of rocks are going to be there? Okay, Dharwad rocks or sedimentary rocks. So you're going to find these sedimentary rocks, Dharwad rock and metamorphic rock. Clear? These are very rich in what? These are very rich in what? Mineral content. We discussed Dharwad rocks are very rich in mineral content. As a result, some of the important mineral zones. Clear? So you'll see the Tumkur, you'll see Chitradurga, Shimoga. All these are very important mineral. Kolar. All these are important mineral zones. A lot of minerals you extract from this region. Clear? Even Chikmagalur, very rich in, okay, what? Very rich in minerals. You can derive iron, you can derive limestone, all these things you can derive. Fine. So this is okay, important thing that you have to keep in mind with regard to Karnataka Plateau. Clear? Any doubt regarding that? Now, on the eastern side, when you see, it is okay divided into two parts. That is plainer region and forested region. Plain region and forested region. So on the on the western edge, okay, you'll find not eastern edge. On the western edge, you'll find which one? You'll find nothing but okay, a forested region, and you'll find nothing but okay, plainer region. Clear? Now this forested region is referred as a Malnad. This forested region is referred as a Malnad, and plainer region is referred as a Maidan. Okay, Malnad and Maidan. Clear? Now, the highest peak that you find is in this region is Baba Budan Hills. Baba Budan Hills. Baba Budan Hills. Okay, so you'll find Baba Budan Hills, and highest peak of this Baba Budan Hills is what? Mulangiri. So you'll find Baba Budan Hills, and this highest peak of this hills is Mulangiri. Clear? So Karnataka Plateau, what you have to keep in mind is which type of plateau? One of the oldest physiographic plateau, contain which type of okay region? The hardware rocks or sedimentary rocks, very rich in minerals. That's why these regions are where you'll find lot of nothing but okay minerals. The western edge, western part you'll see is divided into Maidan and Malnad. Maidan is okay, what? Maidan is arid region, plainer region. Malnad is a forested region, heavy rainfall region. Clear? And you'll see which type of okay, what? Which type of hills are present? Baba Budan Hills is present in this region, and highest peak of Baba Budan Hills is a Mulangiri. Fine. Next, other side, which type of plateau you are finding? Telangana Plateau. Other side, which type of plateau you are finding? Telangana Plateau. Clear? Now, Telangana Plateau average elevation is around 500 to 600. Average elevation that you'll find is around 500 to 600 meter of this plateau. So not very high plateau. You'll find 500 to 600 meter. Clear? Now, the northern part is slightly lower in height, southern edge is more in height. Clear? Northern edge is less in height, southern edge is more in height. Clear? In the north, you'll find a hills which is referred as Satmala Hills. In the north, you'll find a hills referred as which hills? Satmala Hills. And in south, you'll find Sisa Chalam or Raya Salima Plateau region. So north of Telangana Plateau, you'll find which hill? Satmala Hills. South of this particular plateau, you'll find Sisa Chalam Hills or Raya Salima Plateau region. Fine. Which is okay, what? Which is nothing but okay, the important rivers. Godavari is flowing, Krishna is flowing. Clear? Godavari, Krishna, these rivers are flowing through Telangana Plateau. Important rivers, many rivers are there. Sharavati River, you can write Sharavati River. You can write Kaveri River, Mahadai River. Mahadai River. Many rivers are there. Fine. So these are okay, what? These are nothing but okay, important plateau which you find Karnataka Plateau and Telangana Plateau. Fine. Lastly, you have which Ghat? Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. So last division that you have is a Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Fine. So like this, okay, you're gonna find this is a Western Ghat and this is nothing but okay, Eastern Ghat. So first thing that you are finding is what? First thing that you are finding is what? That the Western Ghat is a continuous chain while Eastern Ghat is what? Broken one. This broken allows which rivers to flow, like here Godavari flows, here how Krishna flows, here how Kaveri flows, okay. So this broken allows nothing but okay, rivers to flow. Clear? So first we are okay, Western Ghat. Western Ghat is extending from where? From Gujarat to Tamil Nadu. So Gujarat, Karnataka. Remember last class we discussed question that Western Ghat is spread to what? How many states? So you see Gujarat is there, you see Goa is there, Maharashtra is there, Karnataka is there, Kerala is there, Tamil Nadu is there. These are the extension of Western Ghat. Clear? Highest peak is okay, Anaimudi. Highest peak of this is Anaimudi. Western Ghat highest peak is Anaimudi. And it is being used for a lot of cultivation. Which type of cultivation? Plantation. Plantation agriculture, especially in southern part. These are being used for what? Coffee and tea cultivation in Nilgiri Hills. Coffee and tea cultivation in this hills, Nilgiri Hills, where Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat are meeting. You'll also see in Kerala it is being used for rubber or spices. There it is being used for cultivation of rubber and spices. So what you see is okay, plantation agriculture is something that is okay being done. Clear? It is also UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Okay, Western Ghat is okay referred as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Why? Because ecological diversity is very high. Ecological diversity is very high. That's why it is created as a UNESCO World Heritage Sites. World Heritage Sites. Very unique species are being found in this region. Clear? So UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for what? Known for ecological diversity. Fine. On the other side, you have what? You have nothing but okay, Eastern Ghat. Eastern Ghat are which type? These are discontinuous. Eastern Ghat are which type? These are discontinuous range. These are discontinuous range. Eastern Ghat are discontinuous range. Fine. These are having northern Sircar, Javadi, Shivaroy. So these are different at different locations. You will find different type of hills. Northern Sircar, Javadi, Shivaroy. There is also Nalla Mala. You can add Nalla Mala. So these are the different okay what different ranges. Eastern Ghat are known by different range, which is okay Northern Sircar, Nalla Mala, Javadi, Shivaroy. Clear? These are the ranges that are there, and it is extending from where to where? It is extending from where to where? From Odisha till nothing but okay Tamil Nadu. Extending from Odisha till Tamil Nadu. Fine. Now, Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat are meeting in Tamil Nadu, and this region is referred as Nilgiri Hills. Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat are meeting in Tamil Nadu, and this is referred as a Nilgiri Hills. Fine. These are very, very known for what? This Eastern Ghat is very known for minerals, especially which type of minerals? Bauxite. From bauxite, what you derive? Aluminium. From bauxite, what you derive? Aluminium. So these are very rich in what? Aluminium. Clear? So this is something that you find with regard to Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. Clear? Now, what is the importance of Western Ghat? What is importance of this peninsular block, peninsular plateau that we have? So you know that peninsular plateau is plateau region. It is known for what? Minerals. Which India is finding which type of coal? Gondwana coal in this region. Then it is used for agriculture. Which type of agriculture? Tea cultivation, coffee cultivation. It is these are exported so much. It is a source of revenue for also us. Black soil on erosion. It is giving what? Black soil. Black soil is giving what? Cotton cultivation and other. So textile purposes it is very important. Then you see lot of tourism, because plateau region create waterfalls and etc. So it is very important for what? Very important for tourism. So what we have discussed, with regard to what? With regard to Himalayas, similar importance you are finding with regard to plateau region also. So plateau region is also very important for what? Plateau region is very important for minerals. It is very important for agriculture. You see plantation and cash crop, plantation agriculture like coffee, tea and etc. Cash crop like cotton. Fine. It is also very important for what? Tourism. It is also very important for tourism. Clear? Fossils. 98% of Gondwana coal lies in which one? Lies in this region. Clear? Now, beyond Nilgiri hills, there is a meeting point of what? This is a meeting point of Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Beyond these, you have two hills which are referred as what? Annamalai Hills and Cardamom Hills. So beyond this Nilgiri, you have two hills which are referred as Annamalai Hills and Cardamom Hills. Annamalai Hills and Cardamom Hills. Fine. Cardamom. C-A-R-D-A-M-O-M. Cardamom Hills. So you can see this is which hills? Nilgiri Hills. Beyond Nilgiri lies those which hills? Annamalai Hills and which hills? Cardamom Hills. Clear? So there is a gap existing between whom? Nilgiri as well as nothing but Annamalai Hills. This allows the monsoonal wind to reach where? In Bangalore region and other region. Clear? So this allows the monsoonal wind to reach, because gap is something that is being created, and this allows the monsoonal wind to pass through it. Fine. Now this gap is referred as which gap? This gap is referred as a Palghat gap. This gap is referred as which gap? Palghat gap. Palghat gap. And the gap between Annamalai and Cardamom is referred as what? Shinakutta gap. So Palghat gap exists between Nilgiri and Annamalai Hills, and Shinakutta gap exists between the Annamalai and Cardamom Hills. Fine. This Anaimudi is the highest peak. This Anaimudi is the highest peak that you are finding. Fine. These are very known for what? These are very known for hill station. These are very known for hill station. For example, you see Nilgiri is famous for what? Uti. Palani. This region Palani is famous for Kodaikanal. Fine. Annamalai Hills is famous for Munnar. So these are very famous for hill station used for tourism. Clear? Fine. So these are what? These are important one. Just now we discussed Eastern Ghat are known by what? Eastern Ghat are known by, we discussed Javdi, Shivrai, Nallamala, Northern Sirkar. Clear? Then you'll see we discussed the Baba Budan Hills. So we discussed this hills called Baba Budan Hills, and highest peak we discuss is Mulangiri. Clear? So those things you have to keep in mind. Now So this finishes your what? This finishes your nothing but okay, the peninsular plateau part. Now you write some important mountain ranges. Some important mountain ranges. Some important mountain ranges. So here you find, okay, which one? We have discussed this one, no? Himalaya, Dafla, Midi, Abor, Mishmi, we have discussed that. Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, we have discussed that. Now, Rajmahal Hills, we have discussed. Garjat Hills, we have discussed. Here you write Kutch Hills and Girnar Range. In Gujarat, Kutch Hills and Girnar Range. Kutch Hills and Girnar Range. Okay. Here we have written Vindhyan Range. Here you write above Vindhyan Range, which range? Kamu Range. Kamu Range lies above Vindhyan Range. You just add that Kamu Range. Fine. In Maharashtra Plateau, you write down Ajanta Range, Harishchand Range, Balaghat Range. Ajanta Range, Harishchand Range, Balaghat Range. Balaghat Range. So Ajanta Range, Harishchand, Balaghat Range, Nirmal Range. Nirmal Range. Fine. Then these are important range that you have to keep in mind. Now questions in the examination can be like this. And one more thing, we discussed the Purvanchal Hills are known as what? Purvanchal Hills are known as Patkai Bam, Mizo Hills, Naga Hills. They are extending into what? They are extending into Myanmar, and in Myanmar, Purvanchal Hills are known as Arakan Yuma. Okay, so in Myanmar, Purvanchal Hills are known as Arakan Yuma. Clear? That is the name being given to the Purvanchal Hills. Fine. Arakan Yuma. Arakan Yuma. This is known in case of Myanmar. Fine. So let's say you may get a question like this in examination. Arrange the following from north to south. Arrange the following mountain ranges from north to south. This type of questions you can get in the case of examination. Which one? Palaghat. It is Palakunda. So just now we discussed, okay, we have written Kamur, Javadi, Palakunda, Shivrai and Nayagar. So just now we discussed Kamur range is where? Above Vindhyan. So northernmost is Kamur range. Then after that, okay, which is coming? Nayagar Hills is coming. Clear? Which range is coming then? Palakunda. Then which range is coming? Javadi. And then which range is coming? Shivrai. So, okay, you have what? You have nothing but, okay, Kamur, Nayagar, Palakunda, Javadi and Shivrai. Clear? So this is how the question can be found in case of examination. So what will be the correct order? First is Kamur, then what will happen? Nayagar, then what is happening? Palakunda, then Javadi and then Shivrai. Clear? So this is okay there. Or you may get a question like this. Arrange the following from east to west. Rajmahal Hills, Gwaligar, Mahadev and Amarkantak. First is Rajmahal, then Mahadev, then Amarkantak, and then Gwaligar. Clear? Now see this. So we discussed where is okay. First one, Rajmahal is going to be your first one. Rajmahal is where it is over here. Then comes okay, which one? Then comes your Amarkantak. Then comes your what? Mahadev, and then comes your Gwaligar. Clear? So like this, okay, question can be asked. So answer will be first, okay, Rajmahal, then Amarkantak, then Mahadev, and then Gwaligar. Fine. So remember that, okay, first is going to be Rajmahal, then we discuss Amarkantak, then Mahadev, and then Gwaligar. Clear? So this is how the question can be found related to hills. North-south arrangement, east-west arrangement, that is okay there. Clear? Or we discussed, okay, the hills regarding what? Hills regarding the greater Himalayas, like which is Nanda Devi, or we discussed, okay, Everest, Kanchenjunga. Arranging them can be asked, or arranging this can be asked in case of examinations. Fine. East to west, west to east, okay, those type of things can be asked in case of examination. Fine. So this is all about what? This is all about your Peninsular Plateau. The last two that is left is what? The left is island region and western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Those physiographic features are left. Desert, already desert plain we have discussed. Okay, so Rajasthan plain or desert plain we have discussed. So that region we have discussed. So the two that is okay being left is what? Your coastal plain as well as nothing but okay this one. So we'll discuss these two, then we'll okay move on to reverse part. Okay, so this is okay physiographic division. Clear? So remember that Himalayas can be divided into what? Three types: Trans Himalayas, then Himalayas and Purvanchal Hills, and Himalayas. The Himalayas further divided into Greater, Middle, and Outer Himalayas. This is okay. What? This is which type of division? North-South division. We can have an East-West division also, where Western Himalayas and Eastern Himalayas. Western Himalayas further divided into Punjab and Kumaon Himalayas, and Eastern Himalayas further divided into Nepal, Sikkim, and Assam Himalayas. Nepal Himalayas, Sikkim Himalayas, and Assam Himalayas. Clear? So we discussed which rivers are dividing. From Indus to Kali, it is going to be Western Himalayas. From Kali to Daihan, it is going to be Eastern Himalayas. Fine. So those division we have discussed with regard to what? With regard to Western Himalayas and Eastern Himalayas. Fine. And then we covered what? We covered the northern plain, Bhabar, Tarai, Bangar, and Khadar. That is north-south division. Rajasthan plain, Punjab Haryana plain, Gangetic plain, and Brahmaputra plain are a east-west division. Then 8 division of Peninsular Plateau. What are the 8 division of Peninsular Plateau? North Central, South Central, Deccan Plateau, North Deccan, South Deccan, then Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat, Eastern Plateau, and Meghalaya Plateau. Yes, okay, so those are the division. Fine. So rest 2 we'll take up in tomorrow's class, and then we'll start with the rest. Thank you.